today's Wednesday. There's a few things I need to do on Wednesdays. But I did them just before. Yep, I just remembered. Yeah, that feels good. Wait for it to say 20 seconds. Alright. Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Rouge Legacy 2 Speedruns. Just like a deep breath. Getting everything situated. Alright. Whew. So, one of the people that I watched, the guy who speedruns Hades, is doing some Rouge Legacy 2 stuff. He's right now checking out New Game Plus 1. He looks like he's interested in New Game Plus 2. So, kind of want to watch some of that, but I'm going to be, you know, I got to focus on my stream myself. Kind of sucks that my stream schedule means that he started and has been streaming for 2 hours, and then I show up. Oh well. Just make sure everything's set up. 3, 2, 1, go. So they added an update to make the Echo Heirloom a lot easier to find. Or at the very least, like, hint at where it is so that people don't misunderstand where you're supposed to go. So, that's good. That's good. Alright. How's it going, Sirebellum? See, you're here early. Early enough that my little stream log thing still says there are 0 viewers. How's it going, man? Whew. Great. Beautiful. Alright. Come on. Just need to find an heirloom and we're solid. I don't like your knockback. Not when I don't have anything I can do while airborne. Alright. Dependable mod in action. Always good. Gonna be here now, and I'm sure... You know what? Let's try it. I know they buffed this weapon. Let's see how it feels now. Whoops. I was trying to, dash and... So I was trying to just, like, dash and then go upwards, and I ended up hitting the interact button on accident. It's kind of funny. Alright. Oh, a regrettable decision. We will find out. I know the damage output is good. I know the damage output's good. Watch me do this without even using the air dash because I just fly through. Oof. Okay, that damage was not appreciated. Go. Whew. Oop. Didn't kill the bottom one. Oh my gosh. Oof. Might be able to, you know, fly over a few things using this. Seems I'm not skipping that one. Not without some practice. Whew. There we are. Definitely a weird one. Definitely a weird one. Not going to deny that. Not going to deny that. Awesome. Found book. Let's go face Lebec. See how we fare using this darn fangled weapon against Lebec. Yeah. Not gonna deny. Might have some issues. might have some issues. Definitely more damage, and that's appreciated. But yeah, definitely slow and strange weapon. What am I doing? If I can get to the next area, Axis Mundi will be a breeze with this weapon. It's just, can I get to Axis Mundi as it stands? I see there's a huge amount of chat while I was gone. Whew. Huh. So, yep, I'm doing good, Casino, thank you. Just, as you see, was focused on the fight, so I see the two of you are hanging out, talk about New Game +1 and such. Let me move this. Came within 2 hits of being Primal Mech, but the aerodynamic trait bugged out and I ended up taking contact damage from the theme I spin kicked off of. Yep. Happens way more often than it ever should. It happens. That's why I don't like aerodynamic. It's a trait. Oof. But yeah, as you can tell where I'm reading, I'm kind of behind on the everything people are saying. Oof. Yeah, it's so you're talking about the New Game Plus. Waiting for more content, me and Tad. Wait. Oh right, you had that whole theme with the Deep Rock or whatever you want to get, and it had some issues with early access. I remember that. Whew. This ain't happy. There it is. It's right there. If I could just not die there. Not die to the spike in front of the door, and I would be fine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I could have done well. So this, everything except Spelunker is absolutely amazing with this character. Everything except Spelunker is absolutely amazing with this character. Ooh. Alright, well. I think I got equipment. Let me check. Yep. Didn't get the leather chest, though. Or didn't get good equipment. Not going to be the mage just yet, but I'm going to open up the mage as a possibility. There we are. Oof. Yeah. Grassino, I will warn you that they are planning to increase the price of the game as they release more content, but other than that, yeah, feel free. Patience is a virtue if you feel like you need to wait. Ugh. Mistimed. That will be good for my exploration. And I'm not killing enough enemies for Body Buffet to really trigger that much, but when I am killing enemies, I'm killing a lot of enemies in a row, so maybe I should have just got Body Buffet. So I'm looking for book and the upward sticky and steady. Other than that, we are heading to what we missed. 50 damage. You were supposed to die after 2 hits. Hyperion's Read it is. Oof. Gosh, I think I'm so high up that's actually preferable to return back to main menu, the entrance. Yep. I think that is correct. Meat at hills. Okay, so they fixed emotional dysregularity, so it doesn't actually give me higher intelligence, which is necessary. It's also sad. It's also sad. Alright, whatever. There we go. Perfect block. Fix the issue from last time. Go. Alright, well, we have all our resolve used. If we could just get through. This has all the damage output it needs for the rest of the game. So yeah, we will. If this character makes it to Nama, we will be facing Nama with this character. The phrase "make it to Nama" though. Found the book. That's good. We found the book at the same time. Alright. Thank you for letting me focus, but yeah, I am focusing over the corner, but yeah, thank you very much, man. Glad to see you guys enjoying yourself. Have a good day, Kratos, you know. Have a good day. Alright. A little behind, but actually not as far behind as you'd expect to be from where I died. Because I found a character with Flame Barrier and Emotional Dysregularity. You can only be so far behind after doing that. Oof. And then added, like, with Serrated Talon's Bargain, we are doing, what was it, 400? We are doing 4 times the damage with every single proc on Flame Barrier. I'm pretty sure the fireballs now deal more damage than my regular sword swings. Whew. More RL2 runs? Yeah, Grenade, I do RL2 runs. I start every day with an RL2 run. Sometimes Saturdays I do something else, but every day starts with an RL2 one, then it's something variety. This week, my variety theme is some MTG Arena Drafts. The Strixhaven set is something I actually enjoy, so as long as it's the draft formats. Constructed is kind of messed up thanks to some cards that are a little too powerful, but yeah, the game itself, we are just doing some speedruns, as always. How's your day been going, Grenade? Whew. Alright. But yeah, so right now, we died prematurely, which is bad. And then we got the second character has all the items to say, hey, I will die in 5 seconds, but if I don't die, you die in half a second. Like, look at that. One shot, basically. And I didn't even use my magic, which this is a magic build right now. So, yeah. Could be kind of scary. Going smooth, getting ready for your own stream later. Alright, nice. Oof. You stream more Dead by Daylight or something of that nature? Or what you doing? What's your plan? Alright. Just kill you so you don't start shooting projectiles I need to worry about. But yeah. Especially with hammers, you gotta be kind of careful with your movement in this area. Because just like that hammer, if you just dash into a hammer, it just deals so much damage. Especially with Serrated Talon's Bargain. Like, I can get 2 shots in this area right now. So, gotta be careful. And since you usually jump over thieves. Oop, we're actually here. We're at the halfway mark already. That's good. That is good. Alright. So we pop open Sun Tower just to get the warp ready. I think it's starting with RL2 and see what I gravitate towards after that. Awesome, man. So are you planning to do just like New Game Plus stuff, or just... Have you beaten the game yet? I know there were, like, last time I watched you guys, there were 3 of you guys play at the same time. And I didn't know, I know one of you guys was like in New Game Plus and the others were not. Ooh. Gotta be careful. Alright. Here. Pop open the door. Ooh. Keep moving. Keep being careful. Ooh. They always start swinging faster than I'm prepared, so I have to, like my instinct is drop down, I have some time, and then, like, I just memorize, wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. There we are. Whew. Deep breaths. Got to the boss at full health. That's really good. You're the New Game Plus guy? Awesome. Alright, well, we're about to see After a Hound's Bargain plus emotional dysregularity on this guy. Yes, he has very little intelligence because he just, you know, he has +2 intelligence from starting. But, like, does that matter? Look at his damage output with a spell. Come on. Come on, stick together. Beautiful! Beautiful! Oh my gosh. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, that's a golden bone, boys. Perfect block and iframe usage. Yeah, I had to learn that in the last patch. So in case you're wondering, me and Mindful Line, the 2 speedrunners, are the reason Shield Bash is nerfed. We decided, hey, you need to add like a 5-second, maybe 10-second cooldown to that. And, you know, just make it easier for other players to use because, like, it was just too... The perfect block is just too powerful, so... Kind of funny. We're getting all the meat when we don't need it. Alright, that's okay. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Thanks, Warg. I appreciate you. Thanks for bringing me to one-hit kills me. Definitely want to be there right now. I appreciate it. I guess you're wondering, Wargs suck. If I could kill one, yep. That's why I took that heirloom. That's why I took that heirloom. Does you pop one, and it clears out the area for you. Oh. Not dead. That was not okay, but we managed. Oh no. So zombies could be in snow at any time without giving you any warning, so I had to be very careful going through there. Ooh, might have mistimed that. Ooh. You came close to being Lamech Prime again? Oof. Well, I'm hoping for the best for you, man. We did get a very fast Far Shores, and while that's good for our health, it's not exactly good for the run because we still haven't found any lilies or Nama, and we have to find both before we finish this area up. And actually, because of all our damage output and stuff, once we find the Ma, I think we're just going to enter the room. Here. Keeping these fast. Thank you, Sir Handle. Just... You're also keeping these dangerous, which is the hard part. Whew. The Hyperion's Ring is definitely appreciated right now. Right. Let me see. Alright, better to go to the entrance. Remember, there's a warg that's going to fly out of the sky to attack me. Alright, so we're just looking for Nama and the little... Ooh! There's Nama. Bam. Bam. Feel like a god. Know what I'm doing. Gosh darn it, warg. Alright. Gosh, that thing nearly walked straight into me. And since there's no pause, it would have killed. It would have ate my Hyperion's Ring. It's a little slow to be killing everything, but I'm just like being overly cautious given my situation. Whew. Maybe I should have gone with Bone Buffet or Buy Buffet. Oh well, nothing I can do about it now. Oh well, it's okay. We have Hyperion's Ring for this. Let's find Nama's room and then let's die like that. We have our priorities in an order. Let's maintain that order. Whew. Knew it. There's going to be an enemy there. Just need to be prepared. There's Nama. I'm just going to grab your gold now, so I don't have to worry about it later. Alright, now we still have to find 2 lilies. Back to the entrance. Alright. Once I find the lilies, my max health is going to be reduced. I do recognize that. But we die in one shot to Nama anyways. I think I just have to accept that position I'm in. Whew. There's one. Alright. Because, yeah, no matter where I go right now, I'm in one-shot territory. So, might as well be at low health in one-shot territory. Alright. This will bring my health to 170. But if I can pull it off, we can kill Nama on a single life, which is going to be appreciated. This has the potential to just kill Nama needlessly fast. So we're going to take that potential and roll with it. Alright, we do lose our Hyperion's Ring, so any hit kills us. Any hit kills us. Any hit from Nama, I guess. I guess I should clarify that because there are some projectiles. I think we can land on the spikes and be left at like 1 health. Whew. That was not a safe spot, but we managed. Wait. Better to wait and not get punished. They'd be aggressive, be punished, and die, you know. I think these nightmares, I can take 1 hit from them as well. That's good. Whew. Fast Nama, as expected given our damage output with this character. And that will give us our gold. Awesome. With Nama down, we then go to the Stygian Study. Do I want to pick up the book first? I still have Void to find. But, like, it would not be a bad idea to pick up book right now. I think I still get one shot by just about everything here, though, because everything here just deals immense damage. Okay, 3 health. It mattered. Okay, but shut off because by the time I can shut it off, like there's a minimum time you're allowed to have it on, and that minimum time like eats through all my mana anyways. Alright, whatevs. Missed time to dash. We gathered everything we needed. And we even got Nama. Searing Shot Shark Wave. With emotional dysregularity, it's pretty nice. But it is... Let's try it. Let's try it. This is something I don't try very often, so we're gonna try it. But yeah. Mage with emotional dysregularity just sounds beefy. Sure, get myself some armor, get myself some health, effectively. Oop. Alright. There we are. We have a Searing Shot and a Shock Wave. Is the Shock Wave not affected by emotional dysregularity? It only costs 50 right now. Huh. It might not be. Interesting. That is interesting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm alright taking horrible hits. Alright, found Enoch. But yeah, I feel like that was just my mistakes more than the fact of beat at Archmage. Woo! Goliath Shell, in case I make used to it. What was the... I have no idea what you... The abbreviation QOTD did not mean anything to me right now. You're gonna have to clarify. Oh, the question of the day. I just kind of left it up to the interpretation of the people answering the question. Like, are we talking about, like, just, like, personality-wise, the games you play? Just, like, I'm just interested in what you guys think of the 3 places where you usually fall into. Yeah. Sorry, I've only recently started doing the question of the day, so I'm not used to that stuff. Ooh. Alright. Can I not attack while dashing? I don't think so. Yeah, you cannot attack while dashing as the mage. That is good to know. Alright. But yeah, you could just basically you could decide what it refers to. Maybe with Dungeons and Dragons, it's what position you fill with, like, there's a lot of video games that use the role of DPS, tank, and support. So I just kind of want to leave it to you guys. If it's video game reference, if you want to actually take it as a personality theme, be my guest. Like, it's kind of up to you. There you are. Just keep it on going. It's been a while since I played games like that, but I guess it's support. Alright, nice. I usually find myself being the tank. Like, the... That should kill. Wait, is the fire not increased? I don't think the fire damage is increased, and that's not okay. I think I just got my Coleus Shell charge and immediately lost it. Unfortunate. I mean medic in Team Fortress 2. In Terraria, I always go with a mage. In D&D, I'm heavily support-based. Looking through my stream library for more examples, but that's all I've got. Hey, man, that's amazing set of examples. I just always find, like, DPS is too straightforward, is the way I say it. Like, it's just, you see the target, you shoot. Like, if I'm new to a game, DPS sounds great. But, like, the more I play the DPS, it's more like numbers go numbers go burr, and I'd rather have the creativity be in the process of the combat instead of just the creation of the character. So, alright, use that to drain mana. Down Gone hits, that's good. But yeah, it turns out emotional dysregularity doesn't help fire anymore. Or at least that's what it looks like. Not even Shockwave knocks them back. They really just do not get knocked back at all. That is good to know. That's also really infuriating. Alright, so we now know that issue. And that is a crippling set of combination. So we're going to be a Fireball CIP Barbarian. That sounds a lot better. Alright. Whew. So we found Gone heads. I still have to find Murmur, though. I still have to find Murmur. No knockback whatsoever. So weird. I mean, I guess when you think about it, other bosses don't have knockback either. It's just these never felt like those bosses. They're so much smaller, more precise in their movements, you know? I guess they were the exception in gain knockback. It's just, it's weird having a boss this size with no knockback on it. That. Get easy on myself, deal some extra damage with the armor break. There we go. All right. Wow. Forgot about that. So they switched it so that gold chests no longer collect armor. It's only ore or the New Game Plus connections. That's it. So because of that, gold chests are like basically useless for our run. We will never get enough upgrades to make that gold, the iron, worthwhile. Like what iron we need is already found in boss chests, so yeah. Oof. Thrown down, down. I like going down over going up. A lot safer. Generally speaking, a lot safer. Because all you have to do is drop compared to be precise. Emphasis on the word generally. Alright. We just explored the entirety of this castle, didn't we? And I'm pretty sure we explored the entirety of this place. I'll have to check afterwards, but yeah, I think the entirety of Stinking City was explored. I can't believe 3 in a row. Though Murmur's not being friendly, I see. Not his place to be friendly, but this game is pretty awesome. Of course, if it wasn't pretty awesome, I wouldn't be dedicating so much time to it, but being a little rough right now. Alright, so we have Enoch and Irad, and that's it. Do I want to pick up the book to heal up? Yeah. Yeah, I want to pick up the book to heal up. I want to get this one. I want to one-shot this boss. I don't want to be playing it multiple times. Alright. So note to self. Emotional dysregularity with the burn condition, no longer good. Makes emotional dysregularity a bit more situational than it used to be. Definitely. Used to be an amazing trait, but now it's just, like, situational. Obviously, with the right spell, it's still an amazing trait, just alright, well, don't worry, that never deals more than 30 damage. So, there it goes, all healed up. And we do that one because the other one could fall into the water. And because the axe deals double damage, it should be enough to one-shot. Even with no strength buffs, and that feels good. Accidentally pressed the dash a little early, but that's okay. Alright, let's see if we can finish the recovery. We just have Enoch left, and then we have Sun Tower, so a good Sun Tower will be a recovery. Don't know how my Sun Tower is going to go, of course. Of course, you never know how Sun Tower goes. Oh, by the way, Sire Bellum, how was the D&D session? I know there was like one, was it yesterday or the day before? I know you were talking about that, being worried. And I never got the update. If you don't want to update, that's fine, just, I was curious. Non-existent? Ooh. Bad scheduling, or did something else happen? Scheduling issues. Yeah, that sounds right. Welcome to D&D. We'll play Monday. Oh, Monday's not good for me. Come on. You can kill. For the next attack. There we are. Ooh. They seem to just be completely apathetic about showing up on time or even at all. This is the 8th time they didn't show on time or at all without any notice. And we've had one session. Oof. Yep. Like, they didn't show up at all? That's disgusting. Like, I had a friend that, like, his issue was he was always late, but at least he would show. At least he would, like, show up. Like, it was an hour late. I'm not going to deny he had problems. He knew they were not acceptable, but at least he showed up. At least he wasn't going to be like, sorry guys, I can't make it 2 minutes into the session, you know? At least he wasn't that guy. Ooh. It's kind of weird being a magic-based build, and then having a barbarian. Like, can't wait for them to actually increase the mana generation of the barbarian, because once the air attack can actually give me mana, I'll be playing this. I thought I hit shout. His excuse would be something like, we went out for dinner, or we had... I just stood there and took another damage from Enoch. I'm dead in one hit right now. I'm dead in one hit right now because of my stupidity. His excuse would be something like, we went out for dinner, or we had a previous appointment with some other activity. And like, yeah, exactly. That's a mistake. Yeah, that's definitely worthy of complaint. That's definitely worthy of complaint. Like, yeah, that's neglect. That's not just like absence, that's neglect. That is neglect. That is not telling you guys about a previous plan. Like, yeah, that would be kicked out of the group in my book. Oof. Sorry to hear that, man. I think that allows me to take one hit? Maybe. Depends on the enemy that hits me. Waiting for the poison to leave. There. Ooh, thank you for the basically free room. I'm coming out over on this side, I think. Still, nope. Alright. Fine. Because I came over on this side. Whew. We have to be... This has to be near the top. Or... the top part of this has to be near the top. Right? Let's use this to reset. Alright, one more up. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just assuming that that next room is to Irad. Come on. Gotta be careful, but gotta be fast. There we are. We made it to Irad. Now, I don't think this is the character that's gonna beat Irad, but... oh, we got there. Yeah. We've been waiting for 2 hours. Why couldn't you have just text? They make up half the group, so it's not exactly an option to like deal without them. Oh. Sorry to hear that, man. This is one of the sad plagues that sometimes happens in D&D groups. I'm sorry that had to be your first D&D group year you experienced it. Ooh. Ah, meant to cast that. Meant to cast, not spin. I'm surprised I had enough health for another attack. Or for another hit. I thought I was dead at one hit. Which is why I'm surprised I'm doing so well. Alright. There have been times where he's like, oh, on my way, and 2 hours later we text him and he has an excuse for why he can't go. I probably should have invited some of my friends instead of the DM, getting some of the people who haven't heard of D&D before to play. Okay, hold up. I have 260 health. Yeah, there's no way I'm gaining enough health to take on additional hits. We're actually going to pop this open just so I can increase my strength score. Because the health doesn't matter anymore. Ugh. Yeah, I don't really have a response other than that's a theme that sometimes plagues D&D groups because... Yeah, because I just don't have a response other than that. It's a rough situation, and the solution is find a new group, which isn't always the most viable option. Next time I face that, I should just shield bash. I just realized my orb is empowered by emotional dysregularity. If I hit myself with that orb, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Or just about. I wish shield didn't trigger Coleus Shell. Yep. I feel like that's just a bug that we need to report. Like, that has to be a bug we just need to report. I refuse any other answer. the last hit I can take. Okay. Whew. That's a new PB, I think. Shouldn't aerodynamic and hollow bones be disabilities? The fact that they're not disabilities tells me they were intended to do something better than what they do current. Okay, hollow bones, I could see it as being a variation. But, yeah. Aerodynamic, the lack of width on aerodynamic makes aerodynamic feel like a disability more than a benefit. I think if they increase the width to be like the size of a kick, I'd be down for aerodynamic being as it is, but as given, you just really can't pick aerodynamic very often. But anyways, here's our first new PB. 46.52. I know for a fact we could get this sub 40. I know for a fact I can do that. Whew. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Dude, congrats on the new PB. Thank you, Grenade. Thank you, Grenade. As you can see by the amount of deaths that occurred in that PB, there is much room to grow. You should try to make it to New Game Plus 5. After I do 2 runs in a day, if there is still time, I will continue my New Game Plus 2 file and try to get that further on. But as of right now, my priority is get my speedruns on queue. Because I know for a fact we could get sub 40, and I'm doing a consistent around an hour, which not the most acceptable. Alright, we only have 1 route. That at least simplifies things, whether or not it's good. Alright. Whoop. Again, 1 route only. Ah, it missed. But there were so many enemies, it still hit something. Whew. Found book. That was a Corridor of Doom, if I ever seen one. I mean, I've seen scarier Corridors of Doom, but they were not intentionally Corridors of Doom. That looked like an intentional Corridor of Doom. Considering the reason we're going left is because it's the most likely direction to find the dash heirloom, which is the very first thing we need to find at our run. So, followed by the book, which we already found, followed by Lamech, which we already found. So now it's just, the problem is the next 2 areas we need to find are the book, which, as I said, best way to find it is go to your right, go to your left, and the entrance to Axis, which is always deep left. Deep right. So, sorry, you have... The thing I want is to my left, and the next thing after that is to my right. Now, of the 2, the thing to my right is more consistently where I expect it to be. So that's why I'm going there first. But it's really just like a wandering journey more than anything. Alright. There's my exit to the right. Oof. Yeah, if I do good here, I might just make tomorrow a chill stream if you want to see me and I'll just like try to get to New Game Plus 5 during the chill stream. If that's what you want. I know other people probably will want to see some of that, so I'll be good. There we are. Here's what I was looking for. How's it going? We found everything else first, so I'm okay being a little minus. Because we found everything else. And this time, we won't die with the Charge Lance. So, it's gonna be good. Ah, come on. Come down here. Thank you. A couple of things I need lore-wise that I bet Chill Stream might help with. Oh yeah, I could help you with the lore stuff during the chill stream. Yeah, we could definitely do that tomorrow. Mostly the scars. Oh, yeah, I could get all the scars for you. How's it going, Vibes? How's it going? And like, yeah, then we can just, yeah, during the chill stream, we'll just go to the scars and we'll talk about what the lore is and stuff while I just, you know, chill-wise, try to finish off all the bosses. Oof. Hey, Vibes, how's it going, man? We doing good. We just got our new personal best, so that's good. That's good. And the personal, we could definitely go sub 40 minutes, so we are just continuing because that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah. Whoop. Keep it going. What games today? So for this week, it's Rouge Legacy 2 followed by MTG Arena. So, unfortunately, if you're not liking the current format, I mean, I am playing Draft, so fortunately you don't have to deal with even more Throne of Eldraine, but if you don't like the Draft format, I'm sorry, because I do like it, and I'm going to be playing it. We did 2 drafts so far. The first one, everything went right, and I went 7 wins. The second one, I thought everything went wrong, and then I got 7 wins, so well, apparently there are things I don't know about the format, like, knowledge-wise, but I apparently know innately, because I did good, so. You gonna talk to the manager? Alright. Vibes, I am the manager. How would you like some service? What games are you interested in, Vibes? What are you planning to see? I would like to, after this, finish up the last bits of Hades, and then start, like, doing speedrun stuff for that. While doing speedrun, and then maybe I can go back and try to get some. I have no problem with the MTG. Ah. You're having, wait, are you implying that you're having a problem with Rouge Legacy 2? Which, that kind of surprises me. Most people are here because of Rouge Legacy 2, but yeah, I do plan to do Celeste speedruns and stuff, but alright. No, okay. So I just misinterpreted you. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Perfectly fine as long as we clean up at the end. I have no problem with any game. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think it was my broken English. Alright. Well, everyone has broken English. Even fluently speaking English speakers have broken English, I swear. Talk to people in California, brah. We all have it. None of us are fluent in English, I swear. And before you hold me to account about that, notice that I don't know what I swear means. After all, how often do you hear me swear, ever? It's nice to find some release. Oh, by the way, I just checked out before the stream started. I wanted to check out what they did for this heirloom. And I like what they did. So when you start the insight that Echo Kick is basically the next area you need to go. You like how I play different games each week? Awesome. Because that's a theme that's not going away. Anyways, we're just gonna fireball you. Get rid of you and the door at the same time. Darn hammers. Going pretty clean right now. Alright, here's the centerpiece. I'm rather competent in my English, and I still fumble my words from time to time. Notice you spelled still incorrect as well, just to emphasize the point. Meat would have been appreciated, but that's okay. I'd just like to note that our current PB has us die before we make it to Void Beast Bareth, which is an unprecedented thing to occur. Now, albeit, we didn't die in the walk-through axis, but... Let's get out of my face. I don't like you, hammers. It's okay, you don't like me either. So we've made an agreement to both hate each other. Honestly, I don't think this agreement's going to end up mutually beneficial. It's just, at least we're on the same page. That's the important part, honestly. Great. Alright, well, at least we get this. Not a comfortable amount of projectiles on screen. By the way, we die in 2 hits to the boss right now. As long as it's not 1, we will keep going, because we're pretty consistent on this boss, but... So, I just realized, Grenade, this might be the first time you watch this, or the first time you've talked about this. If I need the money from Void Beast Bareth in order to afford the Architect. So if I die here, I don't have the Architect, and therefore I have to start back from the beginning. And I have to go all the way through Axis Mundi again. So, it is imperative that I kill Void Beast Bareth in my runs. Which, that makes me want to just consider conceding. Quitting. So, when I say concede, I mean returning to main menu, grabbing the book heirloom, and coming back with the full health. Because of that bone throw, it's not safe to stay up in the air. Woo. Alright, shield's back on. Come on. There we go. Awesome. Ooh. Scary. Scary. As is fine. If I died there, no Architect. I'm just glad I can understand and communicate, even with a few misunderstandings here and there. Usually the biggest problem is that people sometimes think I'm being rude, but it's just my broken English. Yeah, Credicino has the same thing, so I'm used to it. And he was one of my first people that was like really into my stream, so being bilingual at all is quite the accomplishment. Sorry about saying the big text, by the way. It must be terrible to read while speedrunning. Yeah, but I found those spots where I can read it when I'm not speedrunning, so it worked out. We managed. Mission accomplished. Oof. Ooh, hey! Hold up. Zoopadoop, how's it going? Thank you so much for following. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate it very much. Enough that I paused my speedrun just so I could do that. Did I just hear a second one pop up? Lambo Droid, hey! Hey, Lambo Droid, thank you so much for following as well. I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Whew. So yeah, we're doing the speedrun. Oof. It's kind of scary, as you might notice our lack of health right now. So we're trying to find the Far Shores heirloom, which will give us a heal. And in absence of that, at least we have this to act as a warp. So yeah. Are these real guys? This is the most followers in a row I've ever seen on the stream. Well, then you haven't been here long enough. Nah, it's fine. Whoop. So we just need to find far shores. Hey, full heal all along the way. Ooh. Zubadoop just confirming for the rest of us that they are not real. Zubadoop is an artifact of our imagination. Well, Zubadoop, feel free to stay in my imaginary space for as long as you need. It's not like you're actually any weight. After all, you don't technically exist. But I do enjoy your presence. You know, it's like my imaginary friends when I was a little kid. Always enjoyable. Might be concerning to other people, but... Are you kidding? Because the dash attack was so far, I ended up taking damage. Whew. Tadpole, stop talking to your imaginary friends, you'll scare them. Oh, don't worry, we fixed it with the double jump. Alright. Whew. Deep breaths. We got... This run is recovered. This run has recovered from the bad mistakes. And while you might see a bunch of minuses from our time and might think, oh man, we're doing amazing, you have to remember that was really the end where everything went fantastic in that last run. Albeit, this is great time, just... Oof. Just gotta keep the minus flowing, which isn't always the easiest thing. Alright, none there. There's a nice one up and to the left. Let's take it. Apple. Unfortunately, we cannot spend our health to get more health. So, we're going to head this way. You know, there's that warg and these guys from our previous endeavors here. Nothing here. Alright. And the reason I pause in here is because there's wargs that exist. And wargs really hate you. And your health total. Well, also there's that, but that's less common. Exhibit A. Fortunately, we are not facing the maw right now. So what we are doing is we're grabbing the lilies, and then we return to main menu with these lilies so we can teleport straight to Namah's door. And from Namah's doorway, once you unlock the door stays unlocked, and now we're just going to explore this thingy and steady. At 118 health, I think as long as we don't get hit by like a big hammer or one of the guard knights, we'll survive a hit and we'll die on the second hit, which is basically where we're always at when going through this area. So we're actually pretty par for the course despite being so low on health from what you'd expect. Great. Come on. Yeah, I couldn't find a safe spot, so I just had to keep exiting until I got my shield back. Oh well. We did what we needed to. We explored, we found them all, and we started this thingy and steady. Alright, let's see if there's any good ones. I think Tesla Spike's the best here. Oh. And yeah, so for today, I'm trying to out just going heavy intelligence builds, because I think the damage output from intelligence has crossed the threshold to the point where we need to start focusing on intelligence over strength. The reduced price is also a benefit, by the way. You beat Lamech Prime post buff. Nice. Sanguine weapon unreasonable. Alright. There we go. I first beat him when he had 25% health. So there's actually a really easy way to beat Lamech Prime if you really need to. You just put on the burden for Lamech Prime and remain at new game plus 0. Very easy. He stays at level 20, still dealing the damage of the previous Lamech. Lambo Droid. These runs are always insane. I would go to castle with 600 plus HP and die near the end because I'm bad. Most people do. Most people do. Don't think that I didn't start out that way. One of the things I always try to share is that back when I started running, I ran during the Far Shores, so the last boss I had to worry about was Nama, and nonetheless, my first speedrun was like 4 hours long. It was like 4 hours and 20 minutes, and I felt pretty proud about that. So, one of the things that I always worry about is because I am one of the best runners, and I worked hard on this, I worry I intimidate other people from getting started, you know? That's something I always worry about, because I want more people to enjoy this. But if I'm scaring them off... Yeah. But yeah, glad to hear it, Lambo Droid. I do like the encouragement. Ooh. I went to kick off the items, but my clumsiness actually caused me to destroy the items before I could kick off of them. Magic 8-Ball and Tesla Spike. I mean, Clumsy just showed how horrible it could be. This is amazing if the Kronk Fatigue doesn't kill me. But the thing is, the Kronk Fatigue can kill me. Yeah. 4 hours is a insanely fast time for a first run, it is. I just like they went back on the Spear Maidens charging off ledges. I got so used to it. Yeah, it's weird. It is definitely a weird thing that they were just like, hey, we made this fix. And, like, you and I, we're now prepared. Alright, we now know how they work. We can adapt to it. And they're just like, nah, we're just gonna put it back. Put it back. Oof. Alright. Gonna kill you. As my high intelligence dictates, I must. Alright. I either have the paths to the right or the paths up. That's my two choices. I managed to choose both. Hey, Enoch. You're pretty low compared to where I expected you to be. But it seems like this is the top, so I won't complain. Oof. Oh, yeah. They fixed the bug. I actually thought that was brilliant that they fixed the bug of going off ledges by just making it the intentional product. Like, I mean, that's genius if you think about it. Solves the problem and makes it easy on the programmers. Right. So this is actually a really good character for this room. Because the enemies are all in pretty condensed places, so this Magic 8-Balls... Where the Magic 8-Ball doesn't wreck them, the Lightning Orb will. So... I mean, keep it simple, stupid is the most popular... is like a big phrase for programming. So, they just stay to their roots and the truth of programming patterns. I think it's genius. It's not like the bug was... like, destroying how the game played. It just was... different way. Alright. Oh. Pull down off. That was needlessly close. I had to disappear at that exact moment where I was going to get my face kicked in. Oof. Alright. It's strange that emotional dysregularity does not affect both spells on the mage's list. Oh well. It affects the spell that it's important that it affects. Like, if you get Emotional Dysregularity on this Lightning Fiend and then the other spell's Wind Wall, like, you're hyped for Emotional Dysregularity. Whew. I realized that wasn't a shield afterwards, so I'm just, like, holding down the shield in case I fall to an enemy, and then it just turns out, wait, there's no enemies I can fall to where that works. Well, let's kill Murmur. That meat is nice, even though I don't need it. We just need this to open up so we can get through. Alright, you know what? Let's grab the money, because we can. Why not? If I can, I will. Oof. Would really like an opening to be given to me. Kind of annoying how they're doing this right now. Woo! Oof. Alright, so there's nothing I can get from here that's worth staying, so I'm just going to return to main menu instead. I see it. Alright. Did I not? Do I think why I might have missed? No, I think I just forgot to hit 1 when I finished that boss fight. That's it. Right? Goneheads, Void. Alright. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. I never actually finished my path to the left, which is daunting to see. Give me my mana. If you would please. Well, die in 1 hit. Next, oh right, I remember. I went to kick off of that and missed. Still not gone heads. Daunting. Come on, gone heads. Don't be too far away. Okay, well, we get an heirloom. Not really useful for the mage, but the healing is. That should allow us to survive a hit from you. Right, no shield. Yeah, this is not a good combination for this boss. That's not how I want to use that spell. Whew. Alright. This heirloom, I'm assuming you're talking about the Void heirloom. I just didn't read it recently. I walked off the edge and used the jump to jump back up. Was really hard because if I jump too soon, I land on the platforms. Oof. Let's see if I can beat Namal with this character. Have you read the new Lamekwa lore? It's really heavy, yeah. The fact that he, like, wanted to die, like, oof. Oof. Very much in character, very much oof. Bring her over here. Oh, right. I'm not a knight. I have to actually solve this the way it's expected to be solved. That's something I'm not used to. Well, that's okay. 2021? Yeah, it was very heavy. Oof. Well, we're gonna have a shield block so we can actually deal with Namal properly. So... Unfortunately, we're getting low on gold gain, so this is gonna start being an issue. Properly, yeah. Having to do just that darn moment where you have to do Namal without cheating with shield bashes. It's kind of it's kind of funny that the other guy who signed up, we were like, "Are you a bot? Like, are you an actual person?" This other person who's literally called Lambro Droid, and we're not worried about them being a bot. I just find that kind of funny. Just a little too far away. God darn it. Dash lasted too long. Yeah, we're not doing really... We're not looking hot right now. Wait, it blocked the entire theme? Oh, it deals like 5 damage, and if it doesn't deal the 5 damage, it doesn't apply the status conditions. I did not know that. Afraid to activate now because the nightmare is about to turn on. I had sense. I just checking how long since it happened. Come on. Gosh darn, I'm glad of how well I know this fight. Makes me feel good. Wasn't that just changed? Like it can't apply status effects on phase change? As far as I understand, you can still apply status effects. It's just that the status effects don't, yeah, you could still burn Lamek as far as I know. If it was just changed, it was changed in the previous... It was changed in the immediate patch just a little while ago, and I wouldn't know why. I wouldn't know why. The reasoning is beyond my understanding is what I'm getting at. Alright, let's grab the book, let's heal up properly, and then let's get Lamek. Wow! Oh, wait. Fast Pickle just subscribed. Oh, over on YouTube. How's it going, Fast Pickle? Thank you very much for the subscription. Whew. So yeah, in case you're wondering, Lambo Droid and others who don't know yet, I multi-stream this over on YouTube as well, so that if people feel more comfortable there. Yeah. 3 follows on 1 day. Always good to see. Always good to see, sire. Always good to see. Oop. Oof. Alright, there we go. Notifs? Notifications? Alright. So then this one, depending on what class you are, there might be a faster route to do that, as you saw there. But the rest of it, keep constant. That was a flight, if I've seen one. That's okay, I have enough for the first cast. Alright. There we are. Grab the book. And yeah, as you can see, all the pluses. My PB had a troubling middle section, but a good end game. So that's what I have to face. Ugh. Well, let's take care of Enoch. Alright. For them to come. Awesome. Because now I can destroy those. I'm not calling back a cough from from the water. Sorry for coughing in everyone's face, but oh, that's not how I'm supposed to dodge it. This is the one I'm supposed to use the shield. Corona? Nah, nah, nah. Just choking on water, that's all. Like your world record run from December. Yep. Oof. Thank you very much, Travis. Oof. Oof. Get out of here. Oof. It's kind of funny. Let's see, December. Wait. Is that my world record run back from the far shores? Huh. Anyways, thank you very much, Travis. Thank you very much. Whatever the case. There we go. Tried to do a shield bash and messed up the timing. Oh well. You know the first room of the game and how there's a scar there? I think they should put the scar so that you have to double jump up the hope in the up the hole in the ceiling to get to it. I like where it is. It's very much in your face and kind of telling you that like it taunts you. It makes you want to know what it is and how to get there, which makes the puzzle a lot more approachable. Whew. Right, might die over in the corner. Nope. Wanted to give me one hit. Doesn't make a lot of at the moment you feel like it's way too in your face and confusing and doesn't make a lot of sense since it says it's in the rafters. So in case you're wondering, we're talking about this scar right there at the top left corner of my screen. I mean, I personally like the in-your-faceness of it. Whatever video that is, not that you can click on it. Yeah, I have, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it anyways, man. I appreciate it anyways, Travis. I'm glad True Enoch doesn't have an additional phase. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like when it was first released, as I was still getting used to facing him and, like, doing it fast, definitely felt like it was a long call for not much, and I didn't appreciate that, but now that I have more experience, definitely just glad it's over when it's over, you know? Oof. Alright. Great. Perfect. At least we have that taken care of. That was a dangerous thing to occur. Also, for those who don't know this game well enough, I am very much dead in one hit in this area. I might take 60 damage from these things, but, like, I am very much dead in one hit in this area. I hope those projectiles don't come down. Made a mistake. I'm just going to reset this room. Keep myself safe. Can't believe I couldn't find that little hole. Aww. Gotta keep going left. Hello. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing at that point. I'm just like, I blocked the first attack, and I'm just looking at a dozen projectiles coming at me. I'm like... So this character, if he can make it to the boss, is an amazing character. The question is, the problem is I don't think I can make it to the boss with this guy. This would be the best boss slayer. I'm gonna try it, because he's gonna be an amazing boss slayer. But... let's see. So... he was at 197. One buff brings that to 204. So I need 2 more buffs. And I don't have the money for 2 more buffs. Is the YouTube or Twitch algorithm pushing you today or something? I don't know, man. I just appreciate it. I just appreciate it. That's all. That's all. Alright. So we're going to try this guy. Under the assumption we will get there. We will get there. Is that assumption correct? Probably not. But we're going to do it anyways. Just a sec. Whew. Jingar Aldala. How much does Irad do on a hit? Yeah, about 116. 115 is the number I got, so... And, like, sometimes bosses' numbers vary slightly depending on when you find them. So... yeah. What am I doing? Kick off of them. That disables the spike. That moment when just going straight up instead of doing the whole wavy wraparound was actually the preferable way. Alright. Let's see. Yep, and we just... scaling on the outside is safer. So we take the outside scaling. Oh, right. We can't take it all the way up. Oof. Ah. Press jump a little too late. Well, this is why we have the Hyperion Serene. Yep. Mage plus Flame Barrier is so good. Oh, it's... the reason Mage is even considered for speedruns. Like, flat out. If you don't have Flame Barrier, the Mage just becomes so much worse for the speedrun. Again, don't know how I'm getting through this room, other than just damage boosting. Yeah, that room's just a little too much. For me. At low levels. Please don't be a ridiculous room. Oh no. I know for a fact I'm going to need a dash on the other side, so I can't use it. Made it. Oh my gosh. Well, no hit. No hit run, here we come. Living Safe also has lore? Yep, I bet Living Safe has lore. Living Safe worked for the rich, so we get a lot about the high society from him, I bet. Alright, well, between these two spells, we have probably the most damage you can possibly have against Irad. The problem is he one-shots us, so... I accidentally deactivated it. Alright, so we just don't press our special button anymore. Sounds good. We just keep this active for the rest of the fight. Please keep sending chasers. Five HP a dream, but the dream did not last forever. Unfortunate. How about you? Lightning, Fireball, not exactly. So I'm going to play the Disattuned, because Disattuned is actually not that bad against this boss. And you will see why I mean in just a bit. Alright, so we have no money, unfortunately. Upset that the account named Cerebellum has been idle since its creation date. I don't understand what that means, sire. Something about living safe be... Alright. Well, Barbarian has all the health. Barbarian survives 2 hits. Beautiful. Barbarian survives 2 hits. I know, like, does... Oh, does he, like, actually name, like, the fact that the players count as idle? Or... Like, is that what you're saying? Like, I know you're Cerebellum. I just didn't know if, like, Living Safe actually talks to the player's account. Is what I'm, like, confused by. Because that's what it sounds like you're saying. Did not escape fast enough because I did not give the explosion attack enough respect, because that attack happens way faster than the others. Whew. I will say this boss is definitely fun, but it is hard. Cannot deny the difficulty. Just so fun to like navigate a bullet hell in a game like this. Alright, let's build up our mana. That's usually where I shout, but navigated a way through. Oh well. Cerebellum has never followed this. Has never followed streamer, sent message, nothing. And I can't be named Cerebellum because they exist. Oh, you're saying... Oh, I thought you were talking about the Living Safe's lore. You're upset that Cerebellum, the account, exists, even though They've never followed a streamer, never sent a message, never done anything. That's what you're saying. Alright. Then the other two of you, Lambo Droid and Jin Geralda, yeah, both happy that the top of the arena isn't also covered in spikes. Fair, fair. You're a fast one, aren't you, Tadpole? No, I am not. I wonder how you got that impression. Yeah, no. I sometimes make those mistakes. I thought that question, that thing was based off of the living safety before it. And then also, like, obviously while I'm speedrunning, I can't get to comments quickly. Aw, just... Okay, that second one was ridiculous. First one was just mistiming. The second one was garbage. Here. Loving the NPC lore. The tomes are Athena and so are the blacksmith and enchantress. Oh, that's what you mean by Athene. Alright. I thought I had my double jump still, but I already used it. That was just a mistake on my part. We're playing the dwarf. And the dwarf, you're gonna see, is actually amazing against this boss. The dwarf is actually absolutely amazing against this boss. Ooh. Still far fewer mistakes that I would make. Yep. Now, I will not deny, when you have 300 hours in the game, there's certain things you're not going to do that other people do. But, yeah. So Jinger Uradella has already noted the power of the dwarf. Whether or not they realized it. Give a sec. Look at that. I could just stand here and attack while not being susceptible to the blue spiral attack. Oh. So the one time I'm immune to the blue spiral attack, they decide I just don't even want to use it. There we go. Show your power. Release your strength. But yeah, if they removed the blue projectile attack, this entire fight would be trivial, I think. Which is why the dwarf is so powerful. The only reason I take any damage is because of legitimate mistakes. Or just lacking space, I guess. Why am I not using my shield dash more? Because it's weird to use it. Let's just do that. Great. Okay, you down there. You're not allowed to use the blue spiral attack, alright? Because I don't know how to dodge you properly. Or if I can consistently dodge you properly. Whew. I panicked so hard the first time seeing that attack, and I was a barbarian. Little tiny boy fights big monster. How brave. Big eye monster. Yep. Thing is, I actually, because I went intelligence based, I kind of need to have a good spell. If I don't have a good spell, I'm in trouble. And if that good spell is on a ranger, I'm also in trouble. Which is a problem. That's a significant problem. Alright. Deep breaths. We can do this. Sub 1 hour in-game time, even if it's not sub 1 hour real time. We can do this. I could actually get hit by those now. Oh. I should have just used my shield there. Duh, I have a shield. Let's just... There. Make it easy on myself. Over here. Oh. Kicked off of one, but not the other. Unfortunate. I thought I got hit by that. I thought that freeze was because I got hit by that blue projectile up at the top. Oh man, that was terrifying actually. Wait, if the eyeballs do the yellow ball attack, they don't attack until both are gone, right? If so, could one try keep you one? No, no, no. They keep attacking. If you don't destroy them, you just have to deal with the yellow balls and the enemy. So, otherwise, yeah, I would float it around the room. I could probably... If that was the case, I could get all 6 yellow eyeballs and just have them float around the room and just encircle me while I just keep attacking. I could probably do that very easily. But yeah, if that was the case, then yeah, we could easily deal with it. Fun fact, I have a reaction time of 275 milliseconds, which is quite a bit above average, which is kind of lame. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my reaction time isn't that good, but the thing is, it's one of those things of, if you could predict it before it comes, it's not really an issue. So that's usually what I'm doing. Alright, so I know at least someone wanted to see me continue my Rogue Legacy +2, so we're just going to continue that now, since we have our 2 runs done. And to guarantee that the runs are complete, let's move that out of the way. Alright. I'll increase my health a bit. I have no idea where I'm at right now. Oh, quite a bit, like, time-ways above, like, you're slower than the average. That's what you meant. I misunderstood what you were saying. I misunderstood what you were saying entirely. My apologies. Sorry, Bellum. I misunderstood. I don't know what, yeah, I don't know much about reaction time stuff. Alright, well, this character... Above average is tad. Sorry, what? Above average is bad? I always hear above average, I think it's, you know, better than the average. I think that's a reasonable assumption to make, whether or not it's correct. Like, you hear the word above average, and you assume it's good. Alright. So, in case you're wondering, the idea for this profile, like, how the stat buffs and such, I have high intelligence because I have a bunch of runes that heal me up whenever I kill an enemy. So I actually have like a bunch of self-recovery, even if I don't have a bunch of damage, is basically the idea. Ooh, another one. Or Tavis Wilson just subscribed over on awesome, over on YouTube. Thank you very much, Travis. Sorry, Travis. I have a friend that's named Tavis, so I just... Alright. Yeah, thank you very much, Travis. I appreciate it a lot. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Oh, right, I have that has an uppercut when I get to max combo charges. I should be using that. Alright, any good heirloom? I might just want to save the Death Defy for later. Or, not the Death Defy, but the die get my money back. There we are. That's what I wanted to do. Ooh, good thing I broke that lantern and didn't just leave the room. Ooh. Okay. Didn't realize he could reach me from there. This ain't good. Just do that. Get rid of them both. I am taking hits from this little spike ball way more than I should. Oof. I expected that to launch me up higher and faster. I dashed, but it didn't. Stupid little mistakes. I'm okay. You can make stupid little mistakes. So if anyone wants to suggest a character, I'm down. For now, I'm gonna go Barbarian with Vegan. Joke's on all you fools. I'll just write an auto IT script to click the frame the screen turns green. What do I want? I want equip weight. Alright. Ooh. Hey, friendo. I was thinking of changing buoys. This one's feeling a little old-fashioned. Kind of clashes with my decor, don't you think? Doesn't seem classy. I'm thinking of something with stars or gold coins emblazoned on it. Maybe some diamonds or crowns. You know what? The more I talk about it, the more I like this buoy. Yeah, that buoy would get stolen. And the last thing you need to do is attract attention, buddy. Welcome again, traveler. Alright. So I have a good gold game. Oh, right, I was going to stop to talk to the mastery dummy to see how my mastery levels are doing, because I don't usually pay attention to that. Gotta remember, meat is fatal. Be careful in case I find it. Is that high intelligence? Meat is very much fatal. Oop. Reaction time of 54 milliseconds. How's that for a boomer? Again, I'm going to leave the die and get more gold for once I'm done. Did not stop it entirely, unfortunately. And we are now out of mana. There we are. It's okay. Managing it. Gain the iron ore. Oop. So yeah, I do want to beat Prime Lemek Prime before I dissipate out of this one. Oof. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm making these mistakes. Lemek Prime on New Game Plus 2 was rough for me. Yep. And now I'm doing it with 123 at level 123. Which I feel like is probably lower than most people at New Game Plus 2. That was on cooldown, so that apparently wasn't an option I had that I tried using. Gotta be careful. I don't want to break these. Okay. I guess maybe if the enemy's on top of it, I could break it. Defeat all enemies, don't get hit. Well done. Well done, me. On the bright side, I gain 20 HP every time I kill one, though I lose like 100 every time I get hit. There we are. Appreciated 321 health. Oh. Thanks, meat. And it's spawned just in time, so there's no reaction. Here. Lemek could be anywhere, so I'm just kind of wandering. Oof. Alright. Gilded chest level 2 already. Wow. So whenever you hit these guys that you can't kill, these guys, you get knocked back. And because it was right next to the other enemy, attacking the other enemy knocked me back. Beautiful. And I gotta be careful, because if they drop me, I think I kill myself. Just about. Alright. I think when I'm done with this life, I actually stopped and switched my other game. Oof. There we are. It's like, how do I get out? I just have to use the other one as a height management. I'm just gonna... Well, that worked up until the point where the fire trap didn't level. Didn't shift. Alright. Spin on the other door. Yep. Alright. Well. I guess we'll play a hypercoagulation. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Alright. So this is our character for next time. There we are. I like that. And so with that, I'm pretty sure we could equip another rune. Awesome. Perfect. Triple bounty rune, triple lifesteal rune, triple magnesis rune, and triple soulsteel rune. Who needs anything else, really? I know retaliation rune is supposed to be insane, which is exactly why I'm not taking it. I'll be taking resolve next, I think. Yep. Alright. Well, just really quick, I'm going to check my mastery levels. So I got Knight to level 12, and the rest are all still need some work, especially Gunslinger. Haste is one I like a lot, so I'm trying to avoid Vault, Haste, and Dash, because it changes my control scheme compared to what I'm doing in my speedruns. So I want to make sure everything like remains consistent. But yes, usually I would do Haste as well. And as for Hypercoagulation versus Lebec, that is how I beat Irad the first time, Hypercoagulation. Hypercoagulation is insane for boss fights. That is true. Alright. Anyways, I am going to go take care of my water situation, and when I am back, we will switch to Magic the Gathering Arena. We will be doing a draft. Everyone, if this is where you stop because you were just here for Rouge Legacy, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Otherwise, the draft starts soon. See you guys all in 5 minutes. Oof. Oh, I forgot to mute the mic while I was gone. I apologize if the humming of my computer was becoming a nuisance for people. Oof. Alright. Really quick, let me go pop open MTGA Arena. Let me pop open the proper game capture. And let me put away the chroma key. And the... Oh, actually I have a better way to remove the chroma key. Like so. And yeah, I don't really have the question of the day during these. Alright. Now I just need to go switch the title over on Twitch. Magic the Gathering. Now a speedrun. There we are. Alright. Whew. Hey everyone. Welcome back. Real fast, fiends. 2 vault runes and a dash rune is where it's at. I'm using 3 vault and 2 dash currently. I can never go back. And that's the problem, Labo Droid. If you can't never go back, then you can't really do speedruns of the game without them. That's a lot. 2 dash runes, that's a lot of dash. How about my third one, but I need more rune weight. With 3 dash runes, you could just dash 4 times without touching the ground. Why would you need that? Axis Mundi, man. Just fly by Axis Mundi, not even an issue. Not even an issue. So I just, really quick, check the daily deals. Make sure there's no free gems or something. Here's a cheap pack. I'll take it. So we can now pop that open. So yeah, I always like the first one, because I usually don't play with these cards in Constructed, but I do like Brawl, so I do use them there. And here it's just, if it's not 750 gold, I do it again. Alright. Back to what we're here for. Everyone, we have done 2 Premier of Draft Strixhavens so far. Both times, we made it to the full 7 wins with only 1 loss. I will say that, Cyberbellum, I cannot recommend this game if you have a deep weakness to microtransactions. I cannot recommend this game. It's too dangerous for you. It's too dangerous. Unfortunately, I have a Resolve of Steel and a Wallet of Apathy. So, I'm fine. Anyways, we did multiple drafts. Each one gave me 2,200 gems. So I basically, by doing the 2 drafts, have got enough for multiple other drafts. So it's pretty awesome. You break even at... yeah. I'm gonna go to bed now. Have fun, boys. Thank you for coming by, Zupadoop. Thank you for coming by. A friend tried to get me to MTGA Arena, but not knowing much of how to play, I just got wrecked and no real desire to learn. I will say, first of all, you need balanced decks. Second of all, you need decks that are understandable. Usually, if you go to card shops, they have these beginner packs, which are... So just before the quarantine happened, they were doing this initiative where they were getting these deck boxes that were just 30 cards, and then you could mash them together to make a 60-card deck. And you would just... They were just really good at introducing people to the game. The cards weren't too complicated, yet the amount of variety in them gave you enough to figure out a strategy and answer the problem, you know? If you could keep up good commentary, I'll stick around. Alright, I will be keeping the best commentary I can. I will be focusing on trying to describe how this game works to the people who don't fully understand the game. We are doing a Strixhaven draft, which is a little dangerous because, so the newer sets have been having the issue that there's very few cards that don't have several lines of text. And that makes things more complex, to put simply. And in addition, this draft format doesn't have many good creatures. Most of its good cards are instants and sorceries, which are really hard to draft around. So this draft format is really hard to introduce people to the game, is the main issue. But I'm going to do it anyways. This is a very fun draft format if you know what you're doing. Basically, just so you know, the general idea is you speculate for the first few picks, because you don't know what kind of deck you're going to get. And we're going to try to figure out what we can do with what we got. We need to find a win condition if we can. And we already found a win condition. Blot out the sky. So I can invest like 8-9 mana into this and create 6-7 of these 2/1 Inkling tokens with flying. Flying is, for those who are new, flying is evasion, so you can't block flyers. So this is just going over their head and wrecking their face. This is an easy way to win the game in the late game. And then it also destroys any enchantments or artifacts they might have, which is insane. The main issue with this is that they come into play tapped, so if you're behind, this doesn't bring you back. The main issue is if you're behind, this doesn't bring you back. But that little... So each of these have a symbol. That little black symbol is the fact that it's common. The fact that silver here is uncommon. On the line where it says instant and creature spirit, that little symbol, common, uncommon, mythic rare. We gotta start with a mythic rare. So now I'm just looking. So there are 8 people around the table. So on pick 9, I'll see this pack again. What am I looking for? Cultivate and Leyline Invocation tell me that I can go green if they come back. Spiteful Squad and Alan Shield Mage say, Black-White Flyers is open. Black-White Flyers is open. So those are really the 2 colors I'm looking at right now. Alright, next pick. So we are not Black-White just yet. Just because we got that card does not mean we go heavy Black-White. That being said, speculating into Humiliate is not bad. It just wrecks a opponent's creature and then puts a +1/+1 counter on something. I could be safe and go for Hunt for Specimens again instead. Learn is a very important mechanic because it allows these cards. These are lessons. We don't put them in our deck. We put them in our sideboard, and then we can fetch them out. And Hunt for Specimens is one of the best ones to fetch it out. The uncommons, Snow Day's a really good finisher. Again, like, if we're speculating for blue. We could speculate, but I don't think it's so good that we should ignore Humiliate with a Blot of the Sky already available. I'm trying to think. Is Humiliate even where we want to go? Because Humiliate does not synergize with Blot of the Sky. This is a win condition, assuming we actually stop their aggression. So, it's one of these 3, and I cannot decide. Alright, it auto-selects to Hunt for Specimens. I'll take it. Alright. Double Major isn't very good because it's just another creature, and sometimes you have to set it up really hard. There's nothing for our Black-Whites, and that's okay. So I'm actually going to grab Zimone, because this card is a win condition in itself. Okay, so it's not a win. What it does, as you can see, it puts lands to the battlefield tapped, so it's a hyper ramp card if you have lands in your hand. Or you could leave your mana up, and you could draw multiple cards in a turn. So this card, what it does is it just basically, it gets you to your win conditions, it gets you to where you need to go. Definitely does not work with the current deck, but it is just the best card, so I'm going to be picking it anyways. I still want to speculate. We don't know if Black-White is available yet. So Teferi's Protection is another mythic, but it's not the same kind of mythic. What it does is it just basically stops them for a turn, which in this format isn't really what we need. We need to be putting pressure, not just stopping their pressure. Alright, Pilgrim of the Ages is a great recurring way to just keep pressure going. So I am considering that. Introduction to Prophecy is an amazing lesson. So I might just pick that. Helps me find Blot Out the Sky or Zimone, even if we go black, green, blue. I think I am going Introduction to Prophecy. I think that's the strongest card while being a safe pick. So the fact that you just see the number 3 instead of like a green and a blue instead of a red, you could play this in any deck you have. Any deck could play Introduction to Prophecy. So that's why we're picking that, and it goes straight to the sideboard, because we can use the Learn mechanic to get that out. Alright. Whew. Rise of Exodus is a great late-game theme. Kills a creature and then learns, gets you into your sideboard. Witherbloom Pledge Mage, because it's black and green, so that hybrid glow color means you could use black or green. Scrying seems really good. It is really good. It is really good. It's worse than drawing, but it's better than most other themes. So Witherbloom Pledge Mage is the safest speculation. Rise of Exodus is the strongest speculation. Which means I don't think we're even touching the other cards. Clever Lumimancer, a lot of people like it for Constructed. In Limited, you just can't cast spells all the time, and it just ends up not being worth it. So I'm just trying to figure out if I want Rise of Exodus. I'm going to go with Rise. I'm going to go with the Powerhouse. Alright. So we have another Spiteful Squad and Alan Shield Mage. I have a feeling that means the other 2 are coming back. Go Blink is an insane black card. I'm definitely picking that. So this just rips out 2 cards from them and deals with any graveyard synergies. This will, this is a format where you're going to have a bunch of cards just sitting around in hand. So that just seems way too strong. Fracture is actually not good in this format. Most things are instants of sorceries, which this thing does not destroy. So we could ignore that one. So the question is, do we go Scourge Colony for if we speculate? Because we don't know until pick 9 if we can actually go with this black-white. We could end up we might be falling for a trap is what I'm saying. So I might just want to pick the Scourge Colony. I do like Lorehold Pledge Mage, but this does not seem like the deck for it. So I'm going to pick the Scourge Colony in case the black-white does not have a space. A pick 8 Hunt for Specimens and a Spiteful Squad. I think we actually do have what we need. Alright. I'm going to throw these back at the sideboard. And the question is, do I want the Necrotic Fumes or the Hunt for Specimens? I'll pick the Spiteful Squad later. I'll have the Inkling Summoning another time. Yeah, I think I want the Hunt for Specimens because it just keeps me alive. It just creates a threat. Gets me here. And this is our original pack. Spiteful Squad made it all the way around. That's great. The Death Touch makes him a real threat. It's either that or Witherbloom actually gains his life and is a bigger body. Let's see. We have Hunt for Specimens. We have Blot the Sky. So our win condition is we fly over the enemy. Our win condition is we fly over the enemy. Gotta go, Sire Bellum. Thanks for stopping by, Sire. Alright, auto pick Spiteful Squad. I'm happy with that. Alright. I like having one defend the campus in my deck. Just dealing with a big threat or just buffing my Blot of the Sky board. I really like that. So, we keep going. I could Biblioplex Assistant to bring out a Blot the Sky back. That could be very strong, but Cram Session is safe. I'm going to go with the Cram Session first, actually. I'm going to go with the Cram Session. It gains you some life to keep yourself safe in the early game, and then it actually has a solution in the late game. So do I just want a 2/2 bear, or do I want to have a protection spell? I think we'll just get a 2/2 bear. Might not make it all the way through. Been a good stream. Catch you later. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Arrogant Opponent, again, might not make it through to the final deck, but just 2 bears in the early game. Arrogant Opponent does actually fly over, so it's worthwhile. Owlin Shield Mage, again, okay, but not, like, the best card. It is a flyer that's really hard to deal with, though. Alright, next pack. Okay, so this says we keep going control. This says we have an alternate win condition of being hyper-aggressive, which works amazing with Hunt for Specimens, and the Cram Sessions, and the 2 bears we got, and the Go Blink. So we have 2 different directions with this Leonin Light Scribe. I can't not pick this. I don't think we're getting the Eliminate back, but we might get, like, the Intro to Annihilation, or the Arrogant. We're definitely getting the Arrogant back, but we might be the Tempo deck as well. We might be... We're Silver Quill. We're definitely Silver Quill. That was available for us. The question is, are we the Tempo deck with Lean and Light Scribe? So this turns every single spell you have into Defend the Campus. And notice how this costs 2 mana to this one's 4. And then just Defend the Campus and do a double Defend the Campus. This card is insane. This card is just absolutely bananas. As well as this card. And it looked like we were getting most of the cards I need. Alright. Zephyr Boots does give me flying. I am considering it. I'm seriously considering this. But Lash of Malice, +2, -2, this is a kill shot in the early game. And it's a buff spell in the late game. Like, it's either Lash of Malice or Zephyr Boots. I think I'm going with a Lash. Zephyr Boots is not bad at all, but we already have 1, 2... We already have some flyers, and it is kind of expensive for if we want to be aggressive. And Lash of Malice is just always good. So this card wins games. I'm picking this just in case we could splash in red. Because that will just... We play this card, and we win the game. Just flat out, the game's over. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. All right, yeah, we can't pull out the black, but we can splash in the red. All right, with three learn cards, I think we go with the Inkling Summoning here. Mana Tithe is not good in this format because everyone just has too much mana. Spectre of the Fens is a win condition, but we already have 2 insane win conditions. So I think I'm going with Inkling Summoning. Just continue with a fly over win condition. Alright. Well, we have... Fortunately, the person next to us is very considerate. So we have the time, all the time we need, and I need to consider that. But yeah. This is always a format where getting 10 creatures means getting a lot of creatures. So... And then we already have 2 lessons. So we could pull out a 2/1 flyer. Or we can scry for a better card. Alright. Professor's Warning could be a combat trick. Do not underestimate the power of a combat trick. Zephyr Boots gives a creature flying and gives card draw. So... And yeah, we're only splashing red, so we can't just, like, pick up Draconic Intervention and stuff. So just the question of, do we pick the Pilgrim of the Ages, or do we pick the Professor's Warning? That's really my only two questions. Yeah, I think I'm going with Professor's Warning. Zephyr Boots is not bad, but I think I'm going with Professor's Warning. Alright, another Defend the Campus. Combat Professor is just so much better. Gives our creatures vigilance, keeps us applying pressure, flies. Like, I want to be clear. One of our win conditions is just they can't block flyers, therefore we win. That is a win condition we have. Second Combat Professor? Witherbloom was open. Witherbloom was freaking open. So it's the question of, do I want another Combat Professor or Necrotic Fumes to take care of their big threats? I do have 2 hunts for specimens, so I can just, like, throw away small creatures for the Necrotic Fumes. The Combat Professor tells me white is wide open. Wide open. I'm actually going to pick the Combat Professor because of the double black. I know I'm going white. I'm not sure how deep into black and red I can go. Okay, I'm starting to have too many 4-drops is the issue. Like, if you look at, like, this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be number 5. That means that Combat Professor, as I said, is a win condition. Go Blank could also just wreck my opponents. Make sure they can't get me in the long game. I think I'm going to go with a Go Blank first, but Combat Professor was a good choice. Alright. Arrogant Poets, Expel, or Beaming Defiance. Beaming Defiance is a lot better with the Leonin Lightscribe now in my deck. But if you look at how many 3-drops I have, it's just 2 Go Blanks. So I think I'm going to go with the Expel to just give me more of those. So I'm at like half control, half aggro, and that's kind of a bad spot to be. And now we have some unplayables, and that's concerning. I'm going to actually grab the red cards here, because we might, if we're doing any splashes, it's splashing deeper red. Alright. Professor's Warning or a second Defend the Campus? I think it's the second Professor's Warning. Alright. Mana Tithe. I think we're sideboarding this, but I really like the idea of Mana Tithe. Otherwise, Thrilling Discovery is surprisingly useful. Yeah, we're just sideboarding that for now. Lustrous Historian. Activate only as a sorcery is what prevents Novus Dissector from being good. Alright. Fumi Effigy. No. I want to put that on the sideboard. Alright. Oh my gosh! Win the game on the spot. Win the game on the spot. We don't even look at the other cards. Planeswalkers are always insane. 6-mana Planeswalkers win the game on the spot. We might actually just pull out the Hofri because I want the consistency. Hofri, Professor Onyx, Blot Out the Sky, Leonin Lightscribe. Our deck has it all. It has it all and it has it now. We do have some places to do better, like this Alan Shieldmage should be something else. This Eager Furseer should be something else, like the Professor's Warning, having 2 might be a little much. There are definitely flaws in our deck. I will not deny there are flaws in our deck. But we have Hofri, we have Professor Onyx, we have Blot Out the Sky. We have an Intro to Prophecy to help find them, and an Inkling Summoning to keep safe until then. And now we have a board clear. And this is a good black card if I didn't go for the board clear. Okay, we are control now. We are control. Those 2 cards are just win conditions on their own. Plus we already had 2 win conditions. Yep. The question is just, what do we rip out? I think it's the Shield Mages first. Could you stop giving me good cards? Could you stop giving me so many good cards? I can't decide whether it's the Eliminate or the... Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter dies, draw a card. And it puts +1/+1 counters on creatures. I mean, it has to be that one. You're not supposed to get more than 3 rares in a draft. If you get 3 rares at a draft, you're lucky. We have 4 mythics. Professor Onyx, Crux of Fate, Hopefully goes 4, Blah of the Sky. We have 4 mythics. We're not supposed to get 4 rares. Do I grab another Rise? Do I grab a Pilgrim just to get mana? Just to get mana fixing? I mean, when I get to the late game, I kind of win already. The question is, do I want to just consistently win? Do I want Expanded Anatomy? Is that actually going to help? I'm going Pilgrim of the Ages. Just thins the deck a bit. Alright. Letter of Acceptance. Helps with our splash should we need it. Well, they want to give me a Zephyr Boots. I'm actually okay with it now. Yeah, we'll take a Zephyr Boots now. See how that pans out. I'm going to put it in the sideboard for now, but I'm going to put a lot of cards in the sideboard. We're going to put one of the Professor's Warnings, the Arrogant Poet. Access Tunnel. Or just another Expel. Yeah, we're Control. We're Control. I actually probably should have grabbed the Pest Summoning. Give us even more lessons we could search. Because we have 3 learn cards. We have 4 learn cards and only 2 lessons. So we might want more lessons. Agonizing Remorse. Unwilling Ingredient. Witherbloom Pledge Mage. What am I supposed to say? I'm picking the Witherbloom. The bigger bodies might be useful. Arrogant Poet might actually do something if I go aggressive. Or do I just want to start from scratch, honestly? Honestly, I might just want to start from scratch. Just because it's a lesson. Leech Fanatic gives me lifelink? They're all good. Sure, fine. Let's go with Combat Professor since you auto-pick it. Another Cram Session or an Unwilling Ingredient? We'll go Cram Session. I'm going to sideboard the Rip Apart. I'm not even sure if we're going... I think we literally just rip out the Hofri for consistency's sake. Yeah, I think we just rip out the Hofri to maintain consistency. Yeah. Rip out the Hofri and the Letter of Acceptance, and we have 40 card deck. Right then and there. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. And like the Cram Session, I get it. It just kind of gains me life and then gets me an Inkling Summoning for next turn. But that's something. We only have 2 lessons, which is something I definitely messed up. But it's okay because we could just discard cards to draw cards. And we're gained to Crux of Fate, Professor Onyx, and blot out the sky. So they can accept that. We have an amazing control deck that also happens to have a lead in Light Scribe and 3 Combat Professors. So, yeah. The only thing this is missing is Poet's Quill. I did not remain open for long enough. If there's a mistake, it's because I chose a college too early. At the same time, do you blame me? Alright, we have Hunt for Specimens into the flying theme. And then we have, you know, we will slowly get to Professor Onyx. Oh my gosh. Insane. So let's see, our first deck was Condrix. Our next deck was Lorehold and Prismari, kind of more red than anything else. And now we have Silver Quill. We're going to see if Silver Quill Control works. And our professor says, yes, it does. Alright. I am going to wait for him to thin out his hand a bit more before I cast the Go Blank, but I'm not afraid of casting the Go Blank prematurely. All the mythics. Yep. Do I just double learn? Throw away the professor's warning for a draw? I think so. We're actually going to discard the professor's warning first. Alright. Now we grab the other lesson. And no sneaky reach. Alright, so we have 4 mana. So we could enter to Prophecy for a land and do nothing with it. So I don't think that's the play. I think it's Combat Professor. Keep myself a 3-1 Eekling to keep swinging in. We are going to let him go a little lower on cards before we go blank him. We want him to have 2 cards left if possible. Igneous Inspiration. Alright. Whew. That's okay. The Igneous Inspiration that instead of the Combat Professor. And then I can start attacking with 2-1 pests. With a 2-1 pest. So he's about untap a land, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough for elemental summoning. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Do I just go blank knowing? I might. Yep. Let's rip out his hand. He's not going to have much left, so I want to just make sure he doesn't get any more, basically. Combat Professor stops the Spectacle Mage and Kelpie Guide. We are at 24 health, so we can take some damage and be fine. Yep, make it very hard for him, and then we also... any reanimation effects he has are gone. So, the combination of the two should be good. Definitely a problem of I didn't draw enough lands, but, like... who cares? Once we get 2 lands, the game's over. Alright, so he got rid of the summoning, as well as an additional Stormkill Artist. So whatever that he has is valuable enough to keep. Which makes me believe it's a 7-mana spell that's going to win the game, which is why if he doesn't play anything right now, I am going to... I'm going to no-block this. I could kill the Kelpie Guide if I want. I see. I see. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Galzeth Prismari. I might just need an intro for more mana. Because, yeah, if you don't draw mana, you're in trouble. And I'm in trouble right now. Combat Professor stops the Spectacle Mage, but not the Galazeth. I think that's good enough for now. It will also stop the Kelpie Guide, so only he could only attack with a Stormkill Artist, basically. I'm alright double blocking it to whatever trap he has for me. With a Stormkill. And then I just exile the Galazeth, or I go blank his hand. Problem is I need more lands, because I was afraid of cards like that. Alright, well, this is the time for the second go blank. And we have to save up to block the Stormkill Artist. But we're going south just because we did not draw lands. And that's really sad. The Galazeth is very powerful, I will not deny that, but... Draw 2 cards, proliferate. Alright. And we'll just rip out both cards. There's our land. He does have a Prismari Campus, which is something I have to consider. But... Alright. Took out an island and the Mentor's Guidance. No attacks. We gotta hold back the Stormkill Artist. Next turn we expel. Hopefully we could enter to Prophecy to find a Plains and then expel the Galazeth. Now I can't block the Kelpie guy because he'll just... It opens up the Stormkill to Sween. Alright. Well, I figured that out. I'm gonna quickly ban the bot that appeared in chat. There we go. Alright. Unfortunately, this is the position we're in. It's not a good position. I will not deny that at any moment. And I think it has something to do with our lack of lands. Start with expelling the Galazeth. Next turn I could double block the Kelpie Guide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so he's still kind of distant from getting the Kelpie Guide active. Right, I have a Professor Onyx, and then I could force him to sacrifice. So now my lands will show up. Don't like that. Not friendly, game. Not friendly. Alright. So yeah, I could double block the Kelpie Guide. Then I could combat... If I draw a 2-drop, I could combat Professor and deal with it. Alright, nope. It's gonna go this way. I could defend the... Nah. I think we just Professor Onyx and -2. Force him to sack. Force the Spectacle Mage to kill. Then we Rise of X this, perhaps? Or do we just Rise of X this now? Do I combat Professor now? Do I defend the campus now? He has some way of dealing with things. Alright. If I play combat Professor Onyx, the Spectacle Mage kills it very quickly. I think we're gonna Rise of X this and put discard the Defend the Campus for a better card. Submit 0 here. There we go. That's good. That's good for us. So now I could combat Professor Cram Session, discard a land, and draw a card. Should we draw a land, that is. Alright. Double block the Kelpie Guide. You did the bait, that's fine. I'm gaining the life I need to gain. I'm back in survival, which is where I need to be. Against this, I do know Igneous Inspiration. There are cards that can punish me, so let's start with the Cram Session, and we discard the Plains for a card draw. And this is why I like Learn cards more than Lessons. Alright, Combat Professor helps block the Spectacle Mage. And he's not triggering his Prismari Campus, which is actually a mistake in my mind. That's a major mistake in my mind. Alright, fair enough. He is drawing through, and he has multicolors, so 18. Oh God. Yeah, I would do that too. All right, he has a Prismari for his win condition. I mean, this is getting played. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 1 land off from activating Kelpie Guide, which puts us in a very threatening position. A very threatened position. My apologies. Yeah, we did not draw our lands in time, so I think we just are in a bad spot. So that's just what happened this game.
I may be a new Prismari student, but
and I'm forced to block. My God. My God, sir. Oh my God. That's just so bad for me. That is so bad for me. Oh! Wait. I can Crux of Fate to be not dead, at the very least. Doesn't destroy Planeswalker, so I do have to start dealing some damage to Will. But we're not dead yet, and a Blot of the Sky could help us.
wow, aren't you aggressive?
Destroy all non-dragons. We're still losing. I just want to be clear. We're still losing. And I don't like that. We need 2 more lands for Blot out the Sky to actually do the effect to take out Will. So, we're not in a good spot, but we're just not dead currently. So that's the spot we're in. Alright. There we are. That's pressure. Yep, that's exactly what I would do. Sacrifice him, draw 2 cards, get yourself out of this situation, find your Igneous Inspiration if you have one. Alright, Lorehold Pledge Mage. I'm definitely playing the Imbros. But first I'm going to attack with Combat Professor, see how he responds. So now we have a 4/4. That could also tap to buff our creatures. We are back in this game. Which is surprising when you consider everything. We've played both of our cram sessions, I believe. No, we've only played 1 cram session. Alright. That's very smart on his part. Make it so I have to block with Combat Professor to not die. And then I have to draw another creature to not die. This is getting very scary. Thank you, Pilgrim of the Ages. Take action. Let's get our planes. He knows it's a planes. Let's just play it. Keeps us not dead. I appreciate it. I appreciate it heavily. He only needs 1 damage to make us dead, but currently not dead. Need 2 more lands before we're at a point where we could do things properly. Oh, for 7? Okay, yeah, I'm dead. I'd be very shocked if... Wait, did he die with... He culmination to draw cards and deal damage. He tied the game. He did too many... So, if it can allow me to see the... Game's frozen. Game froze. Because he culmination for studies for more cards than he had cards in the deck. And Culmination says, I'd show you if this game would allow you, but you draw a certain, depending on how many blue cards you destroy with it, you draw cards, and for every red card you destroy with it, you deal damage. So he drew past his entire deck, at the same time he did damage to me. Anyways, I have to reset the game, because the process crashed the system. Alright. Give me a sec. So, Jean Giraldella, you're asking, doesn't it depend on the casting order? So allow me to explain, and that's why I want to be able to see it. So let's check. Not collected. Culmination of studies. So this card right here. Ah, no. That's the biggest. So, you exile the top X cards of your library. For each land exiled this way, create a treasure token. For each blue card exiled this way, draw a card. For each red card exiled this way, Culmination of Studies deals 1 damage to each opponent. So it's the draw card that killed him, and the 1 damage to each opponent that killed us. Culmination of... Basically, what happened... The thing is, it's all effective in one card. It's you exile, and then for each of these things, do these things. So it all occurs at once. Therefore, the thing that killed him and the thing that killed me were simultaneous. There's no order in the effects, because it's on the same spot of the stack. Well, time to start the game. Just want to make sure there's no land imbalance, right? 17 lands, that sounds right. I have found the weakness of our deck. No card draw, no campuses. We have learned to help loot, but no card draw, no campuses. Definitely a weakness in our deck. Fortunately, the 2 glow blinks should help us break even with our opponents. Also, can I just say, we thought we were so tough with our whole Planeswalker and stuff, and then they just had the other Planeswalker. And Galazeth Okay, hold up. They had Will Scholar Frost, which is a mythic Planeswalker, and Galazeth Prismari, which is a mythic creature. They had 2 mythics in their deck that they were able to play. Oh my gosh. Alright. Opponent goes first, so we have time to draw cards. We have a 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can hunt for specimens to discard to draw if we need to. So I'm happy with this hand. Even if we are reliant on drawing land, I am confident we will draw land. I am grabbing Intricate Prophecy here. I'm confident we will draw land. Alright, so he has a 4/3. I'm okay with that. No blocks. I'll block it next time when I get my land. Thank you. So I could play Pilgrim of the Ages, make sure we get another land for next turn, or I could just expel this thing. I think this is the last one of the fewer targets I don't really care about expelling. Alright. Let's get a Plains. And now we're holding up to block the Eager First-Year. Yep. And with the land, we can now play Combat Professor, guaranteeing we get the land for that. Like, yeah, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We're facing another Silver Quill that seems a lot more aggressive. And he tapped like that, which is actually really good for me. Alright. We play the Combat Professor to lock down the Inkling. And because the Inkling's locked down, he'll probably block. I am happy with him blocking my Pilgrim of the Ages. I'm actually not... Like, I'm okay just chumping with the Eager First-Year and then expelling it or something later. Yep. Essence Infusion. Alright, so that's a 4/3. We'll block like that, and I'll leave my Combat Professor safe and sound. What other combat trick do you have for us? That's not a combat trick that saves your eager first year, so I'm okay with it. So he's like, oh, all my aggression is paying off. And then I just expel him. Yeah, I'm going to just hunt for specimens and expel, I think. Let's start with the hunt. Yeah, we'll just expel this now. Alright, now our turn to apply pressure. He has 4 cards to R5, and R5 includes a board clear. And a hard removal. And another hard removal. You're supposed to play that on... Oh, he was trying to get the Inkling summoning ASAP. Makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to introduce Prophecy for a land. Please give me a land. I need the 6 mana. Yeah, I don't want either, actually. The Spiteful Squad's pretty good, though. That's fine. Keep that untapped. Tap with both. Well, Inkling summoning. If he attacks with the Inkling, I'm blocking with my Inkling. I don't trust that as far as I can throw it, you know? And let's see. So we're gonna... I could cram session, but then that's just a discard draw. I don't really care about that right now. Let's play more threats. Because here's the thing. I could give this guy Vigilance, attack, then tap to target their Inkling summoning with this, turning it into a 3/2 and then dealing 2 damage to it, killing it. Okay, I'm going to put on full control. Nice. How's he block? Perfect. Hold up. +1/+1 counter on my creature. I'm actually going to cram session. Nah, I'm going to cram session and just decline. Alright. But yeah, you can always win with pressures. Pressure is always a win condition. The fact that he's scrying now really tells good stuff about me, because he's not going to live for another turn to see that card. In case you're wondering why I'm not playing this land, it's so I can use the learn effect to get rid of it. Ooh. Oh, I could have tapped that and buffed my Combat Professor. That would have been smart. I'm going to leave up my mana, and then I could 6-mana Pilgrim of Ages back, which I could discard the Pilgrim of Ages. Ooh. Or I could discard the planes that comes from the Pilgrim of Ages. Yep. He realizes the position he's in. There's no way he can block in which he survives. Alright. Like I said, strong deck. Just, I need to get the lands, and there's not real card draw. So that's the 2 issues I have with this deck. Need to get the lands, no real card draw. Oof. Oh man. We have perfect curve. Shall I, into Pilgrim of Ages, tap, make it a bigger creature? Then I could Combat Professor, make that a bigger creature. Alright, so we're going to play the Pilgrim of Ages first, and then we're going to attack. So this thing has Vigilance. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack. And then post-combat, we tap this, activate the ability, turn that into a 3/2. I think I'm going to attack first and then play the Combat Professor and tap. The Combat Professor would allow me to keep the deal 1 more point of damage, but I think I'm worried about a heated debate coming right now. Oh, perfectly fine. And now our flying synergy kicks in. Shelleye already has Vigilance, so... Alright, you did your job. You did your job. If we draw a Swamp, we could Witherbloom. If we don't draw a Swamp, we just go blink him. And yeah, I think we just go blink now, because there's nothing else we can do. And next turn... So yeah, this 4/4 Combat Professor is going to be really hard for him to deal with. I don't think he has many cards in his deck. Like, keep in mind, flying is really hard to deal with. Alright, got rid of the Wormhole Serpent because he felt like he couldn't get there, as well as the Intro to Prophecy, which makes sense. Makes sense. Ardent Dust Speaker. Good card. Got my Pilgrim of the Ages. Get my Plains. Yeah, I still play it. Do I double block the Ardent Dust Speaker? If he activates the ability, I think. Okay. So we got the Expanded Enemy. Alright. Thrill Possibility and a Mountain. I'm just not going to risk any combat tricks. And I could take 3 damage when he's dead in 3 turns thanks to Combat Professor. Yeah. If I get a Swamp, I can Professor Onyx, force him to sack the Ardent Dust Speaker, and we're back in game. Back in business. So the question is, does he want to Thrill right now? What does he do? He doesn't know what he wants to discard, but I think that's the play. He has to Thrill right now. It's really stupid not to Thrill. Alright. There we are.
Under my tutelage, it was going to die eventually anyway.
Yep. I think he now realizes the situation he's in. This wasn't a deck where you could beat me. This wasn't a game where you could win. Oh, Lash of Malice wins the game.
Let's go digging.
So he's now at 2 health. If he takes the hit. Alright. Fine. So the reason Lash of Malice would kill is because whenever I play Instant Sorcery, opponent loses 2 life, I gain 2. So Lash of Malice is an Instant Sorcery. I'm willing to trade. What did you expect? Me not to block? Alright. Keep moving up. Alright. So yeah, just as long as I get the lands, things all go good, but it's just... Yeah. Still very nice. Still pretty darn nice. Alright. I've seen this before. This looks good. This looks like something I could appreciate. I think I'm going to play the... I think I'm going to play the cram session first. Because if I get... I might want to play in Bros instead of Shalai. Yeah. I want to play in Bros instead of Shalai. Can't even deal with a Thunderous Orator. So... hide my other color right now. Inkling Summoning. So it could block the Thunderous Orator. Alright, so he's the aggro deck. And I am happy to be throwing an Inkling Summoning to chump against an aggro deck. Oof. Which is, next turn do I play Combat Professor or I play Bros. And then I could buff the Combat Professor. I like it. Yep. Fair trade. I'm okay with that. I see why you did that. Alright, so he makes a 3-2. I'm going to make a 4-4 creature. But yeah, that's why that card is good. Sign in Blood. That's the sort of cards I need. That's the sort of card I needed. That I lack. Play in Bros. Get ourselves a big ol' 4-4. If he attacks with both, I'm assuming he has something to buff them and I don't block. I could always make the Combat Professor bigger. Turn this into a 3-4 flyer with Bros. He had to Baleful Mastery. I'm happy with that. I'm only drawing lands. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, I don't appreciate only drawing. Okay, he just has removal cards. Alright, well, we're expelling the 3-2. Perfect. So first I could get Go Blink to get rid of his hand. There we go. And then I just expel the 3-2 so it's not dealing an issue for me anymore. Alright. Now we just need to draw a thing that's not a land, and we're good. Did someone raid me? There's just suddenly... Zio Francone, thank you so much for raiding. I'm sorry, I don't have it set up so I can see the raids. I apologize, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. So I'll show you the draft deck afterwards. We just drafted a pretty... So we have some amazing bombs in this deck if we can draw them. If we can draw them, we have some amazing bombs in this deck. I'm actually saving the swamp so I could throw it back for something else. But yeah, so we're playing Silverquill. We have... Alright, so let's exile this, and I will pay the 3 life. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, I've been drawing mostly lands is my issue right now. I couldn't deal with his Thunderous Orator because he kept having kill spells. But yeah, we have... The moment we can find a solution. Alright, so he... But yeah, let's see. We have Blot Out the Sky. We have... Liliana, the Professor Onyx. And he already killed our... Oh, he exiled it. Our Shalai Dean of Radiance. So, if we could just draw anything that's not a land, we'd be good. And we're going to use this Defend the Campus to basically kill his Owlin Shield Mage. In a double block in a block situation. Is the plan. I'm okay with that. He has a combat trick, doesn't he? That's why he kept that. He has been scrying, so I expected a combat trick. He'll drop Rescuer. Alright. Oh, right, I exiled his graveyard, so he has no targets with that. I am actually going to play one of these swamps because I have Blot Out the Sky as a possibility. Thank you. Appreciate it. Introduction to Prophecy. I think I actually want the cram session right now. Do I? Or do I just want the hunt to put more bodies in play? I think I want the hunt to put more bodies in play. And we now discard our swamp for Rise. Awesome. And I'm alright double blocking the Thunderous Orator. Oh, the Thunderous Orator is going to have flying when it attacks. Never mind. Rise of Exodus on the Pillar Drop? Or on the lore? I'm going to Rise of Exodus the Lorehold Pledge Mage. And I probably should have just targeted one of my Fiends in case he Village Rites to try to counter the spell. I think it's no surprise that I'm holding my lands in my hand for future learn cards. We only had those 2 lessons, so everything else is just, you know, doing its thing. Alright. And Blot Out the Sky should have more than enough with its 8 lands, I believe? 6? Yeah, 8 lands. So, Blot Out the Sky has enough. We have one of the cram sessions at the bottom. We played the other crams. Okay, so we're out of learn cards. We're out of learn cards. I am killing him. I am killing him. I mean, if he's going to dirtle, I'm going to dirtle back, except harder. Alright, so he kept on top, so he actually has a threat. Oh, by the way, we have a Crux of Fate in case everything goes south. So that doesn't solve your problem. You're out of cards in hand, so I'm not threatened by this. There's no combat trick you can use. This thing doesn't have lifelink. Yeah. My health is high enough. Oh, perfect. But yeah, okay, so let me pull up my deck real fast for you guys. I apologize for not having any of those Dexter themes on my stream. I don't stream MTG too often, so I'm usually speedrunning Rouge Legacy, so not used to that. But yeah, so we have a Professor's Warrior and Lash of Malice. For the early game, we have Shalai, 2 Hunt for Specimens, and 2 Cram Sessions. And then, yeah, Blot Out the Sky for win condition, Leonin Light Sky for an early game win condition, Professor Onyx as an additional win condition, Crux's Fate to help us get to those win conditions, 3 Combat Professors, and then for removal, 2 Expels, 2 Go Blanks. Also a Defend the Campus, and a Rise of Exodus. So, like, this deck feels like the one theme this deck is missing is card draw, and enough lessons for my 5 learn cards. There's 5 learn cards, and I only have Inkling Summoning and Intro to Prophecy. So, other than that, this is insane. We were also trying to figure out if we could splash in Hofri Ghost Forge. I still do not know how this got passed to me. This was a pack 2, pick 2. I don't know how they didn't think... Like, were they just so far into Quandrix that they're just like, well, not a possibility. Whoever gets it is lucky. Because I tried hard to splash, but I'm just like, I need enough playables. And then I got open to Professor Onyx in pack 3. But anyways, we're at 3 wins and 0 losses right now. As long as we draw fine, we are good. But drawing fine is our big issue. Country Time Crusher. So with our lack of card draw, I'm really scared about mulliganing. But if we draw only land, we get wrecked. We're going to bank on not drawing only land. And we also get a bank on them mulliganing. Whew. Alright, now we want to draw land. Funny how that works. We're just gonna go blink now. Keep ourselves cost active. He does have better cards to discard right now, but I think this is the better path. So he had too many lands, and he didn't care about the pop quiz. Okay. That means whatever he has is pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Environmental Science is looking for more blue mana. Makes sense. We're going to Spiteful Squad first, because I'm happy losing the Spiteful Squad to a Needlethorn Drake. I'm not happy losing a Combat Professor to a Needlethorn Drake. Alright. So I'm going to Combat Professor and leave a Professor's Warning up. Attack with a Spiteful Squad. Or you can Mortality Spear. That's also a thing you can do. Alright. If he attacks with a Needlethorn Drake, I mean, I'm not blocking. It's only 1 damage. Yep. Second Combat Professor. It's the only one that can attack. There we are. One for one trade. And I have 2 Combat Professors, so I'm going to have 3/3s in the air threatening. If he attacks with his Wither Bloom, I get to expel it if I don't draw a land. If I do draw a land, I just Professor Onyx, eat it up. And I think he just concedes at that moment. Alright, he might not concede at that moment. Question is just, if I Professor Onyx and force him to sacrifice, he just Wormhole Serpents to can't be blocked. But that is him spending 4 mana doing that. And I'm applying a ton of pressure. I think we'll just expel for now. We can Onyx and get ahead later. Definitely, this is a part where I might lose the game because I made that decision. But now I can Professor Onyx to +1, and Professor Onyx won't die instantly. No blocks, go right ahead. He's looking to Quandrix Campus. And now, and I'm so certain he's going Quandrix Campus, I'll play into the negate. I'm playing into the negate. Show me. I dare you. Come on, Country Time Crusher, crush me.
That's Professor Onyx to you. Sorry, you don't make grade.
There we are. So we're doing 6 damage a turn in the air. So he has like a 2-turn clock. And we're... yeah. If he doesn't kill the Professor Onyx, Cram Session into Introduction to Prophecy is going to deal 4... yeah, we have lethal next turn. We have lethal next turn. Just by Professor Onyx. Just by our current board state. Yeah, we have lethal. Well, let's make it... is that super lethal? Yeah, that's super lethal. Counterlean in Light Scribe. I dare you. Because, yeah, now I just need a +1 to get Professor Onyx a... yeah, if I +1 Professor Onyx, I just need to get a land for the Intro to Prophecy and I win. Pretty sure. Alright. Pretty simple. So the first draft we did, we found our lane. The second draft we did, I have no idea what we did. We somehow managed to pull off a 2-part combo. We were playing Lorehold and Prismari, and we just somehow managed. I thought we lost our lane. I thought we were just struggling, but we managed to pull it off. And now, we just have an insane deck. So we have Cram Session in... so I'm keeping this. Yeah, this one's going great. This one's going great. By the way, thanks for stopping by, Mindful Line. We have a really powerful deck. If we can get all the pieces going. The thing that this deck lacks is card draw. And it's a very apparent issue. Alright. So do I cram session for the Inkling summoning to apply pressure? Or do I cram session for the Introduction Prophecy to get my lands? I have a second cram session, and I have 2 more draws at a land. So I'm gonna go this way. I will say if we do not draw a land, I get punished heavily for this. Very heavily for this decision. But we have 2 draws out of land, and this starts applying pressure, and at the end of the day, our deck is about applying pressure that they just can't get out of. Oof. Did your runs go better or worse than your drafts? My first run of the day got me a new PB by about 50 seconds, but the second one did go a little south. But yeah, my runs, I would say overall are runs... Okay, no, this draft went insane. It did not go better than this draft, but our runs were okay. Our runs were good. Our runs were good. Thank you for asking, Mindful Line. Whew. Alright, so we need to draw planes on the next card draw, or we are in trouble. And we put ourselves in this situation, so I can't blame anyone but myself. Start from scratch. That's a good pick. Don't blame you one bit. And this is a sort of spot where if I didn't have Crux of Fate, I'd be really, really worried. I'd be really, really worried. I'm still worried. I'd be really appreciated. We're doing this to kind of force him to use that start from scratch prematurely. And also to keep applying pressure. Keep in mind, once his health hits 0, if his health hits 0 faster than ours, we're about to put a flying 6-power clock on him. So go right ahead. You're going to want to start from scratch soon, sir. Nope, you're going to keep trying to go around me. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to apply a clock. I hope the clock doesn't scare you. Ooh, idea. I could do this into cram session. I like this. Alright. Not the fastest clock, but forces him to block with a Scourge Colony where he doesn't want to block with a Scourge Colony. Because he had to start from scratch to solve that issue, and he can't solve that issue now. Next turn we have second Combat Professor. Start from scratch is not enough to kill. We are slowly applying pressure. I probably should have counted how many turns he had left. I am alright with your 7 pressure because I have actually more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I draw a land, I could intro... Alright. I'm going to intro looking for a 3-mana spell to make this really threatening. Perfect. Absolutely perfect spell. And the entire time, we have a Crux of Fate in the back in case we're worried about getting wrecked. Yep. What's they discard? Oh. I'm attacking with both. He also got rid of his Bookworm. Ooh. That's not something you like doing. That's something you have to do. Alright. And this is where I surprise him, because I had a board clear the entire time. Alright, so he holds that back. Because, here's the thing, when you don't play as if you had a board clear, the last thing people expect is the board clear. It's a simple mathematical problem. Double blocks? I really don't care. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could actually... Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will bring me to 7. I could Pilgrim of Ages, Combat Professor if I don't want Crux right now. But I think he has the board, so I'm just going to Crux. Clean it up. Make it easy on myself. He now has to come back from this situation, and I just need to play Pilgrim of Ages, Combat Professor, and start applying pressure. Alright, he has a comeback, so... Sucks to be me. I know, I know. That was a mistake. I was not expecting an Elemental Masterpiece off of the board clear. Just... made a mistake. We let it happen. Block 1. Combat Professor acts as a threat. Alright, so he had healing. I am now putting myself in a bad position because of my mistake. That mistimed board clear is killing me. Alright, so I have enough to go blank to get rid of that last card. Alright, so it was a Vortex round. I'm glad I got rid of it. Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I draw a land, I could Pilgrim of Ages and play it on the same turn. So I'm gonna bank on that. Unfortunately, now I have to double block. I just realized I now have to double block. Come on. Yep, so I made a mistake. I Crux of Fated at the wrong time, and I'm getting punished for it now. That was my fault. That loss was completely under my control, and I failed it. Sure. Let's send those out. Wow. Alright. I misplayed the Crux of Fate. That was my fault. To be fair, I did not... I mean, he's Quandrix with a splash of red. I should have expected Elemental Masterpiece. That's the most common card you splash. I just thought he was running low on threats. Oh well. Oh well. Worst case, I mean, we already got 4 wins. We're not in a bad spot win condition-wise. Could be in a better spot. Not gonna deny. We're going for the 7 wins. Just could have been much worse. Like so. Alright. Pledge Mage. Alright. So this is where Shalai is good. So we can play Shalai, and then Pilgrim of Ages, immediately buff it. We're gonna ready a Lash of Malice. I am perfectly fine lashing an Unwilling Ingredient if he buffs it. If he buffs it. I'm not going tempo when I have the card advantage. Yep, this is why I want to lash. That's why saving was good. Alright. There we go. Let's see if he has a response to this. It looks like he has some answer. Possibly another Lash of Malice. A Lash of Malice of his own. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, let's go, Plains. Elemental Mastery is actually a common. This format has a 7-mana common. Alright. I'm willing to play into whatever combat trick you have for your Promising Dusk Mage. Let's see it. Let's see it. Do you have a Professor's Warning to turn into a 3/4? If not... Alright, you don't. So no Professor's Warning in that hand. Mage Hunter's Onslaught, that's okay. Alright, so on the turn he Mage Hunters, you do not block, because blocking just shifts the damage slightly. Alright, do I want a Combat Professor or hunt for Specimens, Shadewing, Inkling Summoning? He only has 2 cards left. I feel like Combat Professor is still better. Hold up, pretend I have my own version of that card. Can't think of it right now. My apologies. I'm actually alright double blocking the unwilling ingredients. Yep. Do I care, actually? No, I don't care. Deal your 1 damage, sir. I appreciate it. Alright. So I like flooding the board this turn and then leaning in the next turn. Do I attack with this? No. Alright. He has limited cards. We then get a Leonin Cram Session. And be very scary. Very super scary. Yep, we're just not giving it a chance to crack the Unwilling Ingredient or the Spiteful Squad. There you are. And Spectre of the Fens, you need 6 mana to activate that ability, so he can't use it. And that's game. Unless he has some answer right here, like an Expel. Or a Village Rite? Yeah, no, not even Village Rites. Yeah, I don't see what he does. I probably should have just swung in, but I don't want to fall into a trap like that and then die on the backswing for some reason. Alright, takes my Humiliate. And the thing is, my Inkling is still winning the game for me. Yep. Alright. Just keep it moving. We're actually doing really well. We have 5 wins, 1 loss. So, if we could get 2 wins here, we actually have a perfect 7-1 record for 3 drafts in a row. Which is pretty amazing if that's what occurs. 2-drop, 3-drop gets me my 4th land. We have my Blot the Scry. I'm perfectly happy making that a 4-drop, just applying more pressure. Like, oh, and we just get a 4-drop anyways. Alright, so he's Lore Hold. Great. Fuming Effigy. It's fine. We'll save the Light Scribe to attack another turn. We'll just give the Pilgrim of Ages Vigilance and swing in. He's not trading that. Never. Next turn I can decide whether I want to blot or just expel this. And yeah, the Crux of Fate just doesn't get played this time. Alright. Alright. 7 damage. We just turn around and wreck his face in. So. Yep. I like a 3-person blot up the sky into. Just get the pressure going. Yep. Expected that block. That's okay. He's at 8 health, and we have 8 flying damage on board. So have fun. Biblioplex has I have not seen a time where Biblioplex played. I've seen it from 2 enemies now, and I had it in a draft before. Albeit that draft was a 3-color draft, so I probably shouldn't. But yep. Move the light scrape back. There we are. Alright. Yeah, even if you play the Inkling, summoning it was not enough. Lambo Druid, that was fast? Yes. When you have a Leonin Light Scribe, games go fast. Especially when you get it on turn 2. Yep. And Blot the Sky, in case you're not wondering, it's better as a 5-mana 6/3 flyer than it is as an 8-mana massive board clear. You just want it to play as like a 5-mana, like, because it comes into play tapped, so it's already very, very slow, so you have to play it when you're on the aggression, when you have the advantage. If you play it from behind, you lose, so, which is weird because it's a board clear. Or it has the additional ability of being a board clear, which is why... Alright, so if you have tempo, it's just fast creatures. If you don't have tempo, it's board clear while playing creatures. That's the argument. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh. Yep. If we just win this one, we're facing a... Is that platinum? That's diamond rank. That's the highest rank that's not mythic. Alright, again, I don't like getting rid of stuff. I don't like not keeping hands. This might not be the best hand, but it has at least a turn 3 play and a turn 1 and a 1-mana removal if I need it for like a bear he plays here. Alright, we're going to let him resolve that. If it's expanded anatomy, we're going to say the Lash of Malice. Yeah, if it's if it's a spirit summoning or introduction to Annihilation. Huh. I'm just gonna lash that now. Don't want to deal with that later. And yes, Go Blank probably is better played later, but I just want to put him in a bad spot. I just want to put him in a bad spot now. I want to be mana efficient. I want to draw things that aren't lands. That would be appreciated. If I draw something like Cram Session, we are praying for... Also, by the way, we scare him by lashing a single Professor of Symbology. I think we scare him into believing we have a bunch of removal in our hand. We do have one more removal to make him, like, really be threatened. Professor's Warning. That's not what I expected him to remove. But yeah, he was always removing the introduction to Annihilation. That was always being rid of. Hall of Oracles. Wow. Combat Professor, you were drawn just in time. I appreciate it. Flunked. Fair enough. He has removal himself. The Hall of Oracles is going to buff his creatures to the point where the end of the campus actually works. That's going to be appreciated. That's going to be nice. Yep. Well, he now knows I have to defend the campus, but... not much else he can do about it. It's going to be 6 mana, which... sorcery speed, buddy. Sorcery speed. I mean, we're attacking. I'm okay trading this for Elite Spellbinder. And... I can't block anyways, they both have flying. So it looks like we drew only lands, and he had some aggression. Oh well. Happens. Happens. I'm surprised he didn't Hall of Oracles to turn that into a 3/4. Oh, great. That's not good. Yeah, we have to kill Mila ASAP, which is really sad. Ooh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a way back in the game. I'm okay turning this into +1/+1 counters on something else. Otherwise, I have Defend the Campus as a lethal. If he attacks in, that is. I could just attack back. This is already 12 damage, and then it gets +6/+6. So that's 18 damage if he doesn't block at all. Thanks to Defend the Campus. Which he... Of course, the Defend the Campus is face up. This is... we are at 6-1. I don't think this is the guy who's going to play up into a face-up trick. But you never know. You never know. Alright, so a guy invoices that. Applies more pressure. Show of confidence. Is he killing me this turn? Because if not, I think he's in a bad spot. Let's see. He uses Hall of Oracles to buff. Alright. None of them have... One of them has Vigilance. Two of them have Vigilance. Okay. Okay. So now I'm in this bad spot. Alright. So I'm attacking with a Spiteful Squad. I can double block on both, which doesn't put me in a good spot, but I'm not dead. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see. This is 18 if he lets it through. But then he just blocks and then kills me in the backswing. I'm attacking with a Spiteful Squad every single time. It's a question of what else I do. Gosh darn it, I just realized if I played Ambrose first, if he blocks this, I would draw a card. He only has a creature to put in, and I'm okay losing the Spiteful Squad and turning this one of these to a 4/3. Alright. Yep, turn one of them to a 4/3. Play Ambrose. So now when I block to kill with this 4/3, I draw a card in the process. Alright, he just drew a land. Thank you for just playing face up. I appreciate it. One, two, three. Okay, so this guy's definitely attacking. It's a question of, are the others? One. Yeah, I'm not... So in case anyone's wondering why I haven't used Defend the Campus to kill the Elite Spellbinder or something like that, I have... like... He's going to draw a card off the process. Alright. And I could tap Ambrose to make a creature bigger. Or just trade one of these Shade Wings for a card draw. Whichever I want. Whew. If I could build enough board pressure, I think I could just win on a swing. The thing is, I just need to build that board pressure. Alright. Turn that into a 4/5. Alright. So I can now Defend the Campus that and not feel bad. Alright. So here's the plan. I like my plan. Because otherwise we just lose all of our Inkling summonings, except for this guy. Instead, I'm going to block like so. And then I'm going to target that one, killing my own guy and drawing a card, and still blocking the Spectre of the Fens in the process. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not enough yet. But I'm happy to get to expel this guy. Feel free to draw your card. Draw your last pathetic card, Yugi. Alright. I think I just... Yeah, attack with 2. Deal 6 damage. Keep applying pressure. Yep, I like this. We managed to pull ourselves back in. Good game, man. Alright. Fast, aggressive, powerful. I will say, 3 mythics was necessary. Nonetheless, a 7-1 win is a 7-1 win. I appreciate it. Gain all my gems back, plus 6 packs. Alright, so after I do 1 draft, that's usually just it for me today. I will do a pack opening for those who love those pack openings. But, yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for watching who did. I am going to just be closing this up. Stone Rain's nice. And I always love the first, because when I'm not doing drafts, I'm doing Brawl. So, always getting all the firsts is always enjoyable. Oof. Alright. Also, every time I get wild cards. Of course, I love my wild cards. But, yeah, so, thank you very much. Ooh. Okay, so I actually had this card back when I played card Magic the Gathering, back when I had all the cards around. It's a fun card. I didn't have, like, any broken decks with it, so people thought it was more okay, but it's a fun card. It's a fun card. I'm getting a lot of snarls right now. Seems like I'm getting punished after my several mythics I popped open in the last pack. I'm perfectly happy with that. And I get unpunished with a mythic wild card. Sounds good. Sounds good. Get a divide by 0, finally. Always appreciated. All good things. All good things. Alright. And even with Vilda. A lot of great stuff. Alright. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every last one of you. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Now, who are we going to raid, everyone? You guys were just watching some Magic the Gathering? Would you guys like to, go raid... You know what? No, Grenade needs the assistance. He's starting soon. He only has, like, 1 viewer. But, like, he's an awesome dude. He's playing the other game I play. The other thing I do is I speedrun Rogue Legacy, too. And this is just a cool guy who also plays the game. Super awesome dude. So I'm going to go raid him instead. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you stay for the raid, do be friendly. I do like to have my viewers be good people. Obviously, I trust you are. You guys have been nice. I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.